welcome to another episode of King's Crossing, where basically a bunch of us people who probably matter to someone somewhere sit around at the metaphorical table and play nerd games like Zweihander RPG. So before we dive back into the series, before we dive back into the swamps of the Freelands, couple of quick announcements we're gonna bust out first. Pickles, you got something for us?
Yes, I have a podcast that is sort of a sponsor here. There's the podcast that you can find on Apple and Spotify podcasts. It's called And I Took That Personally. It's myself and my good friend Brad talking about movies and taking it personally, whether we hated it or despised it or loved it and want everybody else to love it, and talk about weird times we had in college. We go all over the place. This next episode it's going to be wild, where we talk about a man who made a maze. The movie's called Dave Made a Maze. That's the podcast.
I had
and I
that
took
movie
that personally.
suggested to me the other day.
Oh.
Not like by a person, but a streaming service. I was like, hey, what?
It's a fun little movie, but what do I know?
Oh, it's on
Anyways.
Disney Plus.
That's Disney Plus?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I saw it on Disney Plus the other night.
That's weird. Didn't know Disney owned that. Anyways, that's the sponsor, and I took that personally.
Perfect. Shifty.
Hi.
You got something for me?
Oh, I think I'm supposed to be doing shoutouts for YouTube. I didn't actually do any research at all, but
Hey Pickles, remember when I mentioned apply?
Shut up! I was sleeping.
What that meant?
And then you
I
basically called me not a content creator. Remember that?
Who called
Speaking
me
of,
not
I'm a
a
content creator.
I said you.
I am Shifty from Shifty Games. I run the YouTube channel Shifty Games. I run the Twitch channel Shifty_Games. And I was supposed to shout out other people, but I don't know anyone else that does YouTube stuff. Gina Wee does YouTube stuff. She's cool. She got me to where I am. And go check out Wrath stuff at, I think it's just the official Wrath at YouTube, right?
Everywhere.
Good job, bud.
Literally everywhere. Look, man.
Basically, we want to do shout outs for fellow content creators and support other people out there. Shifty being one of them. One of my players here does run his own stuff. Go check him out. Fred, you got something for us?
I'll do bid next week.
I do. I have news. ODA 2113 is still looking for people. We have 3 slots left in the unit as a whole. We are a relatively small unit, maybe about 20 people, and we're trying to keep it that small. We've got 2 weapon sergeant slots left and 1 engineer slot left. We just recently filled both our medic slots. So if you think about, you think you'd be interested in doing modern day casual milsim stuff, hit me up in Rat's Discord, and we'll see if we can get you set up.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of a shout out for the Discord. Go check out my Discord. Okay, last announcement. Foundry Virtual Tabletop is the system, the program I use for my games. So what you're going to be seeing down below us here is all done on Foundry Virtual Tabletop. They're not sponsoring us. We're not endorsed by them or by any means, but I just want to shout them out because they're a really cool program that replaced our old program. We won't talk about them.
Much easier to use.
Yeah, much easier to use, but more user friendly. Very easy for my players to jump online and just be able to get into the game real quick. You saw how fast Fred was able to hop back in. It's if you want to run your own games, you want to play some tabletop RPGs, check out Foundry Virtual Tabletop. With that, I think that's all the announcements for this one. We're gonna get back in. So. Alright, previously on King's Crossing, after some rest and recovery in Hobbs Lodge at the settlement of Arwin's Rest, we find ourselves sat around a table in the very same tavern. Amidst the heat of the fire and the swill of house malt, Hunt Captain Kyler assembled a team to tackle the growing threat discovered against the town. With his signature beaver hat resting on the table in front of him that Wylfer wasn't able to snag, Kyler looked to his gathered friends. Grunkle, the ogre berserker, Torvekek, the dwarf man-at-arms, Wylfer, the human vagabond, alongside Nimwort, the gnome engineer, Adarag...
There's quotation things for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Alongside Nimwort, the gnome engineer, Adarag, the halfling smuggler, Jonathan, a human watchman, Alexios, a half-elf minstrel, and Dibs, a kobold something or other. After devising a plan to protect the town, the party split to see to their own parts in the overall agenda. Grunkle, Torvekek, and Wylfer ended up leaving Arwin's Rest, once again headed east, this time to cut trees and gather resources to build a drill, the end goal being to create a safe house bunker under Arwin's Rest amongst the ruins in case of an attack. Does that sound pretty accurate to what you guys remember?
Mhm.
Yes.
Alright, sweet. So you guys were headed east out of town, this time taking to the road. Congrats.
Oh, we figured out what one of those
We
are.
found the road this time.
Yeah, buddy. Let's do. Oh God, I don't know what these are. We're just gonna play one and hope for the best.
Let's do random music sounds.
Random music sounds.
Starts playing jaunty tavern music.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was like, hopefully this is a good one. I don't know. So you guys are headed back out into the swamps. Now it's at this time that, if you remember, it is still raining. It is overcast, but it is daylight hours. It's decently early morning still, and you guys are headed east. What is the party formation? Who's leading this trek into the swamp?
Was I leading last time, or was Grunkle?
You're a better leader.
I think
than
I
Grunkle.
was. I think I was leading because I got the directions
Okay,
correct.
yeah.
I think that's actually true. Wylfer, I was looking over your character. 2 notes about Wylfer. 1, your character art is in the works.
Yep.
So you will have new character art coming soon. 2, I was looking over some of your talents and stuff, and you have a talent called Azimuth. I don't know exactly how to say that. I should, because it's something we used in the Marines, but when you can see the stars, granted this is at night, but when you can see the stars, you gain a +20 base chance to navigation checks. In addition, you always know the true north above ground, even during inclement weather. Just so you're aware. There's something you have.
Yeah.
You're also unable to help others in skill checks.
Yeah, I know. I did read that.
You don't want to help others. Yeah, you had some interesting ones. I was also reviewing your magic and just making sure I was good to go on that. That'll be
Is what?
I can do this thing, but I can't explain to other people how I do it.
yeah. It'll be fun to see. You guys, shut up. You know. He's literally done it during games. So your characters just haven't noticed. Okay. So you guys are headed out of the swamps. We've got Wylfer at the lead. Wylfer, you know the general location that you are intending to take them is to the spot that you all first met.
Oh yeah, the crossroads.
Yeah, that crossroads area. That was where, I think it was Torvekek had the sense to note the trees in that area, and he was like, that's where you're going to find some strong trees, I believe. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you guys are headed out that way. Dibs is currently riding in Grunkle's barrel backpack, correct?
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
Dibs lives.
Alright. So you guys are on the road. This time not sticking to the mud pits, but instead the actual trail. Headed eastward. The mountain looms in the distance. What do you guys do? If anything.
I'm gonna start a dwarven marching song.
I'm gonna cover my ears.
Okay. A dwarven marching song, huh?
Yeah.
Grunkle's gonna butcher
We
the
are
song.
dwarves and we're digging a hole, digging a hole. We are the dwarves and we're digging a hole, hole. Yeah, it just keeps going.
the
on.
worst marching song I've ever heard.
Dibs
Shut
is
up,
ge-
you! It's cadence.
Dibs
It
is
sounds
banging
like-
on the side of the barrel, in tune with it.
It sounds like a digging song more than a marching song. Also, shouldn't we be? We need to be quiet. You don't know what could be around out here.
As long as we don't go as far as we went before, we should be fine.
I'm gonna want a roll to kick things off from Torvekek. This roll is gonna be for. It's not perfect, but let's go with the charm roll if you don't mind.
Oh, good lord, this can only end well.
It
did end well, surprisingly.
These rolls aren't able to be seen on screen just yet, so calling it out. He needed a 36% chance or less. He got a 24. You succeeded. Yeah, Dibs is gonna
Very charming dwarf today.
He's gonna bang in time with it, and he's gonna pop his head out, and he'd be like, "But I like that one." Hey,
I like it
you
too.
ugly motherfucker! Why did you tell him to stop?
This is not very nice.
I think he's talking to you.
I agree. It's not very nice. Maybe don't be a
Go
dick.
back in the barrel. Shut up.
Don't. Well, I said don't be a dick.
You are not in good mood today, are you?
Me? We woke up early. I decided we walk through mud, walk through. You know what? Let's go. Let's carry on to the crossroads.
Are you going to continue disparaging my song?
I'll be quiet.
Thank you. We are the dwarves and we're digging a hole, digging a hole, digging a hole. It just keeps going.
Is Grunkle looking, thinking, doing anything during this time?
Yeah, he wants to find either some non-purple flowers or some nice rocks to put in his mouth, consume.
Perfect. Give me... I'm trying to get better about getting the exact right skills, so I have them actually pulled up over here and making sure that I'm choosing the right ones for you guys, because I want you guys to be able to use the ones that you're good at. Let's do... I'm going to let you choose on this one. We're going to go survival, and it'll be an easy check. Survival, it'll be a routine check, or awareness, and it'll be a standard check. Up to you.
I guess I'll go with survival.
Okay.
Survival.
I don't know exactly what you have trained or anything.
Well,
so.
Grunkle can eat anything.
But can he see anything? No. So needed 55 or less, got a 93. That's gonna be a fail unless you want to reroll.
No, I guess I'll just grab something that's... I'll chew on a branch, tear like a branch off and use that to just chew on.
All right.
Along.
Twig bite. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Oh, that was a villager's arm. Oops.
Yeah. You grab Mateo.
Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are.
Oh, there you aren't.
Oh, there you were.
Oh, Grunkle make mistake.
No,
automatically.
you go to reach for like a rock and you just grab dirt, like one of those like mud clods. You still eat it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Still
I don't want to
goes
get
down.
too hungry.
Right. Yeah.
That's just
if
tiny
you know
rock.
what happens.
Oh
fine.
shit, he's eating rocks again.
Well, no, that looked like a ball of mud.
It's not good sign. It means he's getting hungry.
No, I mean,
Isn't he
it's
always
trying to
hungry?
stay out of drama. I don't want to get into drama argument.
Do you remember what happens when he gets hungry?
I've only seen it happen once, and he denies it every time.
Yes, but you and me both know what happened.
Grunkle got injured
Good point.
saving your lives. Big deal.
You
Grunkle
ate
saved your lives
someone.
again.
Like
And
I thought you
appreciate
would.
your help.
Grunkle not bad ogre. Grunkle good ogre. He not eat people.
It sounds like
Yes,
Grunkle
Grunkle is good ogre, which is bad for everyone around him.
Oh, no, Grunkle's just bad at being an ogre.
Hold on. Grunkle is good ogre, yes, but he is bad berserker. Grunkle not good at being evil ogre. Grunkle good ogre.
Is the difference between ogre and berserker?
Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, they're ogre.
They seem
royalty.
about the same to me.
Ogre royalty, not berserk. Ogre royalty, very dignified. We have grand bathhouses. You'll see one day when I bring you back to.
Did you just
the
say there's
homeland.
ogre bathhouses?
Did he say ogre royalty?
And ogre artistes. We have many great marble statues of the fine ogre royalty of the land.
You know,
Those who
this
have led
is
great armies.
This
We
is
plunder.
supposed to comfort me, but it's just scaring me more.
Yes, the armies are in this land.
Is
Th-
there
this
anything currently
continent?
like different from the road? I guess I wouldn't know, would I?
Different than when you came back? No, you were unconscious on the way back, and you weren't here when they went that way. So
Yeah.
you don't know.
Can I keep an eye out while I'm having this argument, or is that too much?
No, absolutely. It's going to be an awareness check with the conversation. It's going to be a. I got to get better at this. It's going to be a challenging check.
All right.
You should start to show up on screen. Yes.
Yeah, it's a note.
All right. Needed a 32 or less. Got a 38. That's going to be a fail unless you want to reroll.
No, you don't need those this early.
All right.
You don't need this early.
Yeah, I've had 3 sessions in town. You guys can only imagine what I have waiting for you now.
3 sessions?
Yeah. 2.
All right, yeah, because
There's the
we
joint.
had
Because
the
we
last
missed a week.
couple of sessions we were.
Yeah, there was the joint session. There, you guys are in town, and then the other group also spent another session in town, and yeah. Okay. You guys are carrying on, having your argument. Grunkle's eating
Hold on.
mud clouds.
Is there any random sticks or debris just scattered across the road?
All over the road. Don't
I
get me
remember
wrong.
that from camping.
Scattered everywhere.
But like
Literally, you're like
normal,
crunching and walking
normal
on
debris,
sticks.
normal debris from like it being in like a swampy area.
Sure.
Sure.
What does that even mean?
Who?
Sorry, I had flashbacks from the camp.
Oh, right, I followed it.
Creepy stick children.
So you guys carry on. Now, going in line with something Tough Nuts taught me from our last dirty session, Drinks Discussions, the RPG podcast. I am going to have one of you. You guys get to choose who. One of you is going to roll a 1d20 for a quote-unquote random encounter. Things that could happen to you along your journey east.
Oh no.
You guys get to choose who does it.
Last time I rolled for this shit, a dragon showed up.
I'll do it. If no one else wants to, I'll happily do it.
Go for
I
it.
think I might have killed
Okay.
Wrath.
This will be good.
I'll do it.
Alright, so Shifty, you're gonna roll /R space 1d20. You rolled a 9. Oh, okay. Alright.
Is it the dragon?
So the dragon lands on Grunkle. He's flat. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Grunkle's gone.
You guys are traveling east. You're carrying on. I want to ask each one of you, what are you actively doing? Now, previously we've said that Wylfer's navigating, Torvekek's trying to keep watch, Grunkle's keeping an eye out for snacks and not purple flowers. Is there anything you guys want to change about what your characters are actively doing along the road east?
No.
Other than staying, I'm other than keeping an eye out. That's about all I'm doing. Navigation and keeping an eye out.
Okay. Grunkle?
Yeah, just looking for snacks and non-purple flowers.
Okay.
Dibs, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. You'll ruin my friend's song, fucker.
That stopped a while ago.
Yeah, you are arguing.
You've just kind of been banging on the barrel for no reason.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know when to stop. I don't actually know how your guys' music works, so I didn't know if that was part of the song or not. It wasn't very good, if it was.
That's not very nice. You hear that, Torvekek?
I stopped singing a while ago, but I'm just happy he's not being a dick to me this time.
Yeah.
Get back in the barrel.
Actually,
Or keep an eye out. Help us.
At this point, he is going to be, first off, that's wrong.
Be like a Grunkle Tower sentry for us.
That's going to become my build, isn't it? I wanted to be a hero
Grunkle
to
Tower.
save people, but no. I'm going to become a tower. People just
Yeah,
put
Grunkle
turrets
Tower.
on me. You got your dwarven
kinda cool,
crossbow
actually.
turret installed. Now you got your goblin sentry installed.
Okay, no one changed what they were doing, so we've got Wylfer. You're the only one who hasn't rolled. I'm gonna need either a survival. Actually, we're gonna go with the navigation check.
Oh, but I'm good at survival. Oh, hold on, I get.
If it's nighttime and you are looking at the stars, you get a bonus, but
Is it nighttime?
negative. It's early morning.
There you go. I failed it.
All right.
I'm better at survival. I would have happily done a survival one.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You didn't critically fail, so you don't lose the trail. You're sticking to the trail. You're just headed east. But to be fair, you don't know if this is the same trail that leads to the crossroads.
Yeah, I'm not
just
gonna
know this
lie.
is the trail that leads east.
I was far past conscious when we walked down this road to town.
Torvekek, you failed your awareness check when you rolled. Yes.
Yeah, but that was when I was having a conversation. I'm not having one now.
Now you guys have still been talking. Grunkle, you failed your survival. Okay.
I don't remember rolling an awareness check. Oh no, that was the D20.
Yeah, no, not you. You didn't roll. Torvekek failed, he failed, and you failed. Okay. Wylfer, you're the first to see this. As you round a corner on the trail, it's not a sharp corner or anything, it's just kind of curving the bend here. You round a corner and you see a sight up ahead of you. While I describe this, I'm gonna need 2 people. You guys choose who? Roll a d10. One person rolls a 1d10, one person rolls a 1d10. Tell me who.
Go on, you two. I just rolled the D20.
While you guys,
Okay.
you turn the corner and you come around this bend and you see a sight in front of you. You see a bunch of creatures. Okay.
A whole bunch of 4 small creatures.
Yeah.
They
Alright.
outnumber us by 1.
Creatures.
Okay.
Oh wait, no they don't.
You do. You see a whole bunch of 4 creatures. I don't know why I was expecting larger numbers. You see 4 creatures. Both of you roll one more time. 1d10 each of you.
Oh, come on!
No, you're good. You're good. So you see 4 creatures ahead of you, and they're sat on top of a massive mound, and they seem to be crouched, kind of sitting on top of it, and digging into this mound and pulling stuff out, and kind of scarfing it down and eating it. 8 and a 9. Wow. See, now those are the numbers I wanted. You see littered around this mound numerous, I can number it, but you guys don't remember it, numerous corpses of these same types of creatures. The rest of you come into view of this. Wylfer, you kind of round the bend. Wylfer, what do you do?
I'm gonna grab my bow and crouch down.
Perfect. Wylfer grabs his bow and crouches. Roll a stealth check for me. What did the 2 of you do seeing this?
What the hell happened here?
Grunkle?
Grunkle's going to draw his sword.
Perfect.
And look to the other 2 for commands.
Perfect.
leadership.
So Wylfer, you grabbed your bow, you dropped down, you needed a 45 or less on your stealth, you got a 5. Excellent. You slink down into the ground. You feel pretty well hidden, you feel pretty well
Masked.
Concealed?
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, concealed, that's the word I was looking for, thank you. Torvekek, you call out and you see give me, actually I'll just roll it.
You're rolling for me. Not me as I sneak into the bushes.
I'm gonna go
beside
ahead
us.
and pull the shield. Shield and axe comes out. Oh shit! Not this shit again. Uh-oh.
I've had many things in my backpack. You gotta specify.
You've only had
I
two
believe he's
people.
talking
You've
about
only had
Dibs.
2 people in your backpack.
Well, he was always free to leave. The tenancy agreement was very loose.
He didn't sign the year-long contract, even though we
Yeah,
already
it
did
was
that.
like by the day, basically.
Hang on, whiskey.
I'm awareness check standard.
Awareness check as standard.
Oh man, the gray thing. The poor creature. Miss him. I named him Jim.
What the hell?
Didn't appreciate it.
I just muted myself. Thank you, Daggy. I never changed that keybind. Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically what I said to catch chat up. Sorry guys, I ended up muting myself. These 4 kobold-like creatures are sat on top of this gray mound that is now recognized to be the larger version of this creature that escaped with I almost said with Daggy, with Shifty, with Wylfer when he escaped the camp of the Freemen. So this large creature now lies motionless in the middle of the path, but these 4 kobold-like creatures sat on top of it, scooping its innards out and eating them as they turn, stare at Torvekek, possibly Grunkle, who stood behind him, twice as tall. And
I think
who
that's a
knows
little
if
more
they
than
see
twice,
Wylfer.
but sure.
No, I think Torvekek's 4.5 feet and Grunkle's 9 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They stop and turn and look at you guys. Now, we haven't technically engaged in combat, but what I'm gonna need is everyone to roll initiative.
Can you tell me how to roll initiative?
You're gonna click on your character and then click the crossroads, and then go into the second tab where it's the encounter, and you're gonna roll.
Hathor. You gotta
Oh,
right
right-click on my
if
character?
That wasn't, yeah.
Just keep moving the map.
Cross
all over
swords
the
and
place.
shield. That one. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I gotta click the dice beside my name.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Damn it! Why are you rolling so good today?
Me? I always roll good.
Okay, so on the initiative board, we have Wylfer at 18, we have Torvekek at 13, we have Grunkle at 11, and Kobolds at 9. So, Wylfer, what do? You currently, to your knowledge, are stealthed in the middle of the path.
Well, I mean, I'm already crouched down.
Mhm.
I would like to crouch even shorter than Torvekek, and I'd like to just shimmy over to the
Might as
thick
well be
bushes
crawling.
beside us.
Shimmy over where?
Shimmy over to the thick bushes to either our left or right.
Absolutely. You have movement, and I did, fun fact guys, I did double check encumbrance, and it is accurate. So you are currently over encumbered, Wylfer.
I think I'm over encumbered with a boar tusk, right? Can I just drop that?
Basically, the way it works is all these items that have 0 encumbrance, basically just like your normal traveling gear, for every 9 items counts as 1 encumbrance, and you have 18 items there, so it's 2 encumbrance, and that's why you're at 8 out of 7.
Right.
So yes, you are.
I honestly think it's
currently
because of the
overweight.
boar tusk.
Yeah, you drop 1 item, you won't be overweight.
Oh, I
tusk.
gave the red
Had-
cat mushrooms to what's her face, didn't I? So I don't.
Boar tusk is gone.
Okay. It didn't update on my screen, but are you no longer overweight?
I'm no longer overweight.
Okay, perfect. So then your movement should be, what is it, 8?
Yep.
Okay, so you are able to move up to 8 yards off the path. This is going to get you well off the path. The path isn't very large. So you slink off. You guys see Wylfer obviously right in front of Torvekek, but you guys are good at, we'll say, 20, 30 yards. We'll say 30 yards from these creatures on the corpse. You see Wylfer slink off to the left, off into the bushes. Bow at the ready. That brings us to are you that was just a movement, Wylfer. Are you wanting to do anything else?
Am I
technically
able
one
to
action
just
point worth.
ready a turn for whatever action happens? Or ready an attack for whatever action happens?
Be honest, I don't even remember. I'm looking. You can take aim. You can wait. It's hard to read on those. I'm gonna pull out my handout. If anyone else can read that, let me know before I get to it. I take that as a no. Here we go. All right. That's not the right page. Apparently, I've lost my page. Okay, we're gonna say yes. Fortunately, I can't find my page.
Essentially, I'm just waiting for one of them to jump at us or at the rest of the group to fire.
Yeah, it says wait until later to use your action points, but place yourself lower down on the initiative ladder. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is basically I'm gonna allow this to be like an interrupt action. So what is your trigger? What are you waiting to happen? And then you'll
one
react.
of the kobolds to start sprinting towards the group.
Roger that, perfect. So that gives us Wylfer's turn. That brings us to Torvekek. What do you want to do?
I guess I'm gonna get as shielded up and armored as possible behind the shield, I guess, just to in case they come running. I'm not really looking for a fight, but if they want one, I'll go.
Absolutely, I get that. I don't understand where my other sheet went. I apologize, guys. Alright. So, I'm pulling it up on here. Thankfully, I have multiple ways to access this. Alright. So you're wanting to... Are you basically holding your action and getting ready as well? Because there isn't really a defense, like...
Yeah, pretty much.
You're saving action points for dodge and parry, which you already... Your character alone has a point saved for dodge and parry already. So you've still got
I'm just
3 action
trying
points.
not-
Are you just
yeah,
saving them?
Yeah, I'm not trying to look threatening. Just, ready for anything that comes.
Okay, okay. I'll allow it.
You basically just watched me get down to the ground. On all
Just
fours with
watch
my
you
bow in
start
my hand and just
army
roll away.
crawling into the bushes.
That brings us to Grunkle. Grunkle, you've seen Wylfer slink off into the bushes. You've seen Torvekek go shield and axe at the ready. What do you do?
Well, sometimes the best defense is a strong offense. So Grunkle is going to step forward, just like a few steps, nothing like too much. And he's going to swing his mortuary sword a few times. And he's going to roar at them in an attempt to use his intimidate skill to scare them into fleeing this area. Solve the problem before it becomes one. Am I able to roll intimidate with that?
Absolutely. I love it. I'm going to allow it. We're going to go straight... Well, hang on.
Straight arduous, yeah.
No,
I
I'm gonna go with...
Straight stealth.
I'm going to go with a standard roll for you. You're not getting any negatives, but they're going to take penalties with, like, size difference, big weapon, roar, stuff like that, right? So you're going to roll
Well,
standard. What I could do is I can have them roll standard against you, and you get bonuses, or you roll standard and they get penalties. Which do you prefer?
Well, first off, the picture that we have for Grunkle is a little bit incorrect, because what I have is a one-handed sword, and I'm still trying to become my picture.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's not necessarily a giant sword, but it probably is still big to them, I guess.
Right. Yes. They're tiny. No, they're little guys.
Yeah, it's just like one tier of giant, not two tiers.
Right.
But yeah, I'll just go ahead and roll. Leave us
Okay.
alone.
Is that what you leave us alone? Okay.
Yeah, that'll be Grunkle's failure.
All right. They're
I'm
going
swishing
to
my sword a little bit.
They're gonna get to roll against that. There it is. However, so your roar and your roll did not intimidate them. However, the size difference will. They see you, you're big, there's 3 of you. Well, they don't know that.
Didn't they just take out something that's about the same size as him?
Yes, but you saw approximately 17 dead ones laying around it.
We did count.
Specifically
I'm
counted
bad at
that.
math. Also, I have no education.
Alright, they're rolling. Alright. They don't move. So using your turn, it goes to their turn. They stay squatted on this creature. Just mouths hanging out intestines. Looking at you. Watching. It brings us to Wylfer. What do you do?
Have any of them moved?
No.
None of them have moved?
Yeah, there.
Hold them up,
But they look
boss.
menacing?
Was my mic
It's
not-
like
was-
if you put a spotlight on a deer, they're just kind of pretending that you don't see them, from what I understand.
Is Dibs one of them?
Roll an awareness check.
I've forgotten how to roll things. Give me a moment. Minimize my
Yeah, roll things. You can't tell.
Ah.
They're still like 30 yards away. They're little.
I'm just gonna loosen. I'm gonna loosen arrow at them.
Okay.
stealth.
Roll attack. From
Oh, I can aim and then attack, right?
Yes, you can. You have 2 action points remaining, so you could aim and you could shoot. Aim gives you a plus. Come on. Okay, under trappings, you're gonna go
It's
to
been a
your
very long time
hunting
since
bow.
we've done-
You're gonna roll your hunting bow, and you're gonna give yourself base chance modifier plus 10 from stealth.
Plus 10. Like that?
That's a critical success, my guy. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah. You got 10 on the damage. Okay. You could use a fortune point to make one of your dice explode.
No,
Make
I
your
think
only
I
dice
think a
explode.
10's good enough.
Okay. All right. From the bushes to your left, you guys hear a as an arrow shoots out of the brush, and one of the creatures sat directly on top of this creature all of a sudden gets an arrow shot into their shoulder. It tumbles backwards off the creature and out of view. The other 3 stop, look at that, look back to you guys. That brings us to Torvekek's turn.
Ah,
Oh,
fuck.
gotta-
Guess we're
Sorry,
doing
man.
this then.
I am actually counting my arrows.
Attaboy.
Alright, I go charging.
Okay, you have 3 action points. Well, actually, it's a new round. No triggers happen, so yeah, you start with 3 action points.
Yep, I gotta charge at the nearest one.
All right. Your movement is 4 currently, so you can move 4 yards, and they're currently 30 yards away. So you can charge for 8 yards.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
that be
let's do
12?
Is a
Wait,
full
wait,
charge
'cause-
movement times 3? I don't have my sheet.
I thought if he used all 3 actions to charge, wouldn't that be
Yeah, he could. Yeah.
Oh, or can you only do a charge for 2 action points?
No, there is a full out sprint for 3 action points. I do know that. I wish I had my sheet, but for some reason I don't. I'm mad about it if you guys can't tell. I don't understand. Like, I have all my sheets right here, and just one of them is missing. It's infuriating for some reason, but I have the one on here. So that's notable people. Action points. Here we go. Movements. Charge. 2 action points. Charge at movement times 2. But then there's run. Run is 3 action points. You move it. Movement times 3. You gain +3 damage threshold, but you will invoke attacks of opportunity. However, that's not gonna affect you. So you can move it movement times 3, so you can move 12 yards.
Let's do it.
All right. So you're gonna move 12 yards closer. That brings us to Grunkle's turn. You see the arrows loosed, the creature fell, and Torvekek took off in a full sprint.
Yes, that means that's a clear sign that war is breaking out. So with my movement 5, I would like to also do a run action to move my 15 yards.
Yep.
And if I can, I'm doing a very mediocre, likely mediocre, like snarling and spraying spit and like doing like a war charge.
Okay.
Grunkle charge.
Yeah. You don't get to re-roll for that.
Yeah.
So the intimidation, like you said, is going to be mediocre. But
the idea though is that I am using my run amok ability, in the sense that once I complete this, like once I get closer, then I will be using that. My run amok ability gives me a +20 attack when I do a charge melee. Part of my berserker class features.
yeah.
But obviously I'm not there yet, so I just imagine that I still sprint the same way. It's not like the last part of the sprint where I'm like suddenly doing spinning tires legs that just make cartoon tornadoes.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it's the whole run, I'm assuming, is
Yeah.
the goofy berserker run, not just the last 15 yards.
Yes. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. Yes. That'll bring us to their turn. I'm going to have them. Where are they? Here they are. I'm gonna have them roll one last check here. To see what their plan is. Oh shit. Okay. Fair enough. You see, there was, from where you're at, there were 2 on top. There's now 1 on top, and there were 2 at the base. The 2 at the base turn, wielding javelins. They can't throw far enough to hit you guys. So,
Yeah.
they're gonna hold their actions. Let me get this noted down.
Yeah, that javelins aren't as good as bows.
I don't like splinters though.
The other guy got.
That's all an arrow is too. It's not a
Torvekek
splinter.
and Grunkle, give me awareness checks.
Grunkle's not aware. Unless he really freaking is.
So Grunkle, critical success. Torvekek failed. Grunkle, you see the one that's still on top, reaches behind it, unhooks something from this little like loincloth belt, and pulls it out, and it looks to be a weird bottle, kind of fat at the base, gets really skinny at the top with a skinny neck, with a cork at the top, and a rag sticking out of it, and it's a bunch of green sloshy liquid in it.
Ooh, edible.
You see him pull this bottle out
Readable.
and kind of turn and get ready. Also readying in action. Alright, that's their turn. That's going to bring it back to Wylfer. Wylfer, you're still in the trees. Or in the brush, I should say.
With bow in hand, I'm going to use some magic. I'm going to do the same thing I used on the stick children. I'm going to, if it's okay, I'm going to grab a flame, a candlelight flame. As soon as I remember where to.
Grab a flame?
I'm gonna grab a flame. I'm gonna reach my hand into my bag. I'm gonna grab a little bit of oil on my fingertips. I'm gonna light it on fire. And I'm gonna touch the end of my arrow.
Okay. This is gonna be, because we're in combat, and this is the thing, I actually reviewed all your magic today so that we could get it right. This is gonna be incantation at a challenging level. You can use oh god, what's the actual term for it? Can't remember the actual definition, but you can focus and draw more from the magical veil to get a plus 10% if you want, but that's when you're going to start getting potential downsides as well.
I think
Would it be channeling?
Yeah, it's basically channeling. There's another word for it. I can't remember. I reviewed it today, but that's how my memory works.
Skullduggery.
No, not that. Definitely not that.
Oh, is this counts as generalist magic, right?
Yes, this is generalist magic.
I could also automatically succeed in the incantation test but move one step down the peril condition. Is that what you're talking about? My hedge wizardry thing?
That's a different thing. You could immediately succeed, but you are currently already imperiled. Are you still? What were you imperiled from?
Why are you in
I'm
peril?
at 0.
Oh, on mine it was...
That's a corruption thing, right? Pride, arrogance, corruption thing?
No, down at the bottom.
Oh.
Peril tracker, damage tracker. Damage is your physical damage, peril is your mental damage.
Oh, and what am I imperiled for? Oh, because I already done this sort of thing as well.
You're
No,
concerned that Grunkle's gonna eat you. That's why you're in peril.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically,
No, it's fine.
you could automatically
challenging.
success, but okay. Then you can roll it at challenging, or you can channel more power and get a plus 10%, but then you also have a chance to have downsides as well.
I'll roll it challenging.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, incantation, you have 46 or left, got a 45. Success. You successfully whip out this candlelight on your fingers and are able to light your arrow. However, I did just look at your character, and your hunting bow has a distance of 14 yards, so shooting 30 yards to hit these guys wasn't accurate.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
It was critical
It was
though when
close.
you rolled it.
True, fair enough. So yeah, I would have given it to you anyway. But at this point, when you do roll, it's gonna go down to a hard check.
That's right. Yeah. Am I able to move further forward?
Absolutely. You could move.
They can already see everyone else. I may as well move forward.
You could move forward 8 yards, bringing you to 22 yards out. You could move forward 16 yards, bringing you 14 yards out, which then you could shoot for 1. That would be your 3 action points.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Okay, so you're gonna move 16 yards up, be 14 yards
They can
out.
probably not see me, so that's fine.
We will check on that. But I'm gonna allow. They're distracted watching the other two, so I'm gonna allow you to get the shot off still in stealth. But then we'll check and see if you're still stealth afterwards.
Right, and I'm just.
So you're 14
rolling.
yards out,
I think
and then
I
you get to
already rolled
roll.
it. I haven't rolled it
No.
yet. Did I
Let's
press the button or
roll
didn't I
the-
press the button?
I haven't seen it.
Button? Oh, and it's just a standard difficulty rating?
It'll be standard. You won't have a
What?
critical failure. You pull it back, and the arrow breaks in your hand.
Oh, damn it. Took too long with the fire.
Yeah, the fire burned your arrow. Yeah, I like that better. Ah, dang it! Ah. That's all your action points. That brings us to Torvekek. Torvekek, you are 18 yards out from these guys. What do you want to do?
What are they doing? They're just still standing there.
2 of them have turned, wielding javelins, and look like they're watching you guys. One is still up on top of the husk creature, watching you guys as well. The one that fell behind, you don't know.
And we've established that none of them. What's his face?
You have no idea. Wylfer tried to look, but couldn't tell.
with my look, it's gonna be the one guy who shot off the thing. Does it take an action point to check myself again?
You gonna check yourself?
Check yourself.
Before you wreck
to see
yourself.
if- What's his face is there?
Oh, yeah. To use the skill, you can absolutely check it. We'll take an action point to like. I'll let you keep like your movement and your motion, but you're like taking a second to scan the battlefield, so it'll be an awareness check.
And I saw that coming.
Need a 42 or less. Got a
Man, we
58,
are
it's gonna
rolling
be a fail.
terribly.
I might as well just quit. Shit, man. Alright, I'm gonna use the 2 I got to keep running forward with my shield up ahead of me.
Okay.
Just in case they start tossing javelins.
What's your total movement again? It's 4?
I think that's what you said.
Yeah. Okay. So using.
Because you got short legs.
Yeah. So you're 10 yards out then. That'll bring us to Grunkle, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. And I am 15 yards away from them.
Yes, sir. 15 yards out.
And how about the one with the bomb on top? Would it be like 18 yards then?
From him, we'll say we'll keep it pretty close. We'll say it's 1 more yard, maybe 16 yards then.
Okay, so if I charge,
just up above them.
oh, actually, if I run, I would get right up to them, but then I wouldn't have an attack.
Exactly. Yeah. If you do a run action, yes.
So Grunkle's a little bit slow in the processing, so he does 2 move actions going forward, 10 feet or 10 yards. So I'm 5 yards away from them, 6 yards away from La Bamba, and that's when Grunkle will, I think, use his final action, unless he can speak and then save his final action. He's gonna say, "I have bomb on top."
Okay. So you're moving up 10 yards.
Yeah, 2 actions.
And then
A charge, technically.
And then your last action was.
To either save my reaction to dodge,
Mhm.
or if I have to spend it on speaking, then I'll spend it on.
No. You
Okay,
can,
then
you
it's-
can absolutely call
it's-
that out.
It's like the slowing down of uh-oh.
Okay.
Bad berserker, because I don't just run straight into every danger.
They're going to interrupt you at this point,
Okay.
and hurl.
Bomb in my mouth?
Yeah, they're gonna hurl some stuff at you.
Okay, well.
The one on top throws this bottle at you.
I swear if I could eat it.
You are
Nah,
able
catches
to,
in your mouth.
you are able to dodge. If you want to use it, I will tell you 3 things are being thrown at you right now. You're a giant monster running at these things. They're using all of their things on you.
I don't really care about the javelins.
Okay. So we'll do the bottle first.
About the
then.
javel out.
It's just gonna be like alcohol gets over me and it doesn't even light because it's like beer, and I'll be like, oh, well, that wasn't. Why'd I waste my dodge on that and fail? The javelins are tipped with poison.
So can you do me a favor on your character sheet?
sure,
Under
yeah.
dodge, there's a little icon there. Can you click that? See what happens.
Icon, yeah.
This is just for
It brings up
testing
like a
purposes.
standard roll configuration, like base chance, difficulty.
Okay.
flip, no flip.
We'll go standard across the board. Let's see what happens.
Across the board, I have 1 action, please.
So that's a success. So then
32
I'm gonna
45.
roll their attack. Oh.
Oh.
Well, all right. So they rolled a
This is
44.
Grunkle.
On the
heavily
plus
died
side,
roll away.
I won't allow you to use your dodge for this one, so you'll still have a dodge action to use on the javelins.
Okay, yeah. So I won't get a splinter. I'll just be set on fire.
You're welcome. 7 damage. What is your damage threshold?
Against my, which is an 8.
So you actually won't take any damage. You're running. This bottle explodes, and you guys just see Grunkle in an explosion. And the explosion kind of dissipates, the mud drops back down. There's just explosion of mud and rainwater around him, and as Grunkle's still moving.
Gave no fucks.
And then says, "There's a bomb."
And it goes, look out, there's a bomb.
There's a bomb.
That's great, yes. Javelin is getting thrown. You won't have to use your dodge on that one either. A javelin
Javelin's
hurls
getting thrown.
right over Grunkle's head.
I like the idea that it actually hit, but it like broke on one of my pieces of armor or something.
Lances
That
off.
I don't like as much.
This one also hits. Needed a 60 or less, got a 2. This is the last javelin. But you still have a dodge action available to you.
Very generous. I will use it.
All right, go ahead and get your dodge.
So in this, do I have to beat that success or get a critical, or is it just if we both succeed, nothing happens? Well, let's just see what happens. First.
Okay,
Yeah.
you don't have
Okay.
to worry about
So the whole argument we could have had was irrelevant.
Okay, so the last javelin does strike you. Oh, this time for 9.
Hey, yeah.
So it will bring you down on the damage threshold by 1.
I am lightly wounded.
Tightly wounded. But you survived.
Last time he got hit by those, he was he carried it to town.
Well, yeah, that was not a little cobalt javelin. That was a human torturer that was holding you captive that had a giant spear. I got ballisted for you.
Yeah, yeah, basically. It was just a common man. But yeah, alright. Alright, that was their 3 actions. That was your 3 actions. That brings us to their turn. What are they gonna want to do here? That's the real
Does that
question.
mean they only have 2 actions now?
Yes. Yes, it will. Because that was their... Yeah.
This is from the last turn.
Yep.
They did that because they're last in order, so they're...
Yeah, since their last in order... No, this would be a fresh round for them, so this would be their 3 actions.
But then would they... Like, that's the thing. If they're at the bottom of it, then they can't really prepare. Things are moving by the time they've started preparing again. Right?
The way I see what you're saying. There's 2 ways we could go with this, and what I'll do is I'm going to do a house rule on this, so I know you guys are going to rule this in your favor too, but either, since they're at the, like, they could hold their action, but if they're on the bottom of the turn order, the action's just gone, so there's no point in them holding it, or it just goes until their next turn, and on their next turn they'll start at their 3 action points, which is the way I was originally ruling it, but I could see the argument to do it the other way.
Actually, I like the way you're running it. Because, I mean, if like, one of us had the last roll and we raised our blade, with the kinetic motion, the kinetic energy wouldn't be lost. We would swing as they come in with our axe if we're Torvekek. And then
you guys
as,
rule
like...
this, we'll rule for
yeah,
you guys
then
as well.
Yeah, so I think the way you're doing it, they should have 3 actions.
So if Grunkle's last in order, you won't be able to hold any actions because they would just be wasted.
And that would kind of suck. That would put you at an innate disadvantage when you still have the same amount of time, technically, to swing.
Yeah. Okay. So they'll start with their 3 action points, but what are they going to do? Grunkle is 5 yards out. They've used their javelins.
Pay no mind to the heavily armored dwarf next to Grunkle. He's not making any noises and has a brutal
Or
10 yards out.
kobold
you know.
carving axe.
wherever
Yeah,
the
well.
arrow came from that annihilated one of our friends.
It came from Grunkle. Yeah, draw your javelins. Come at me, bro.
No, they already threw their javelins, so...
One javelin having little...
All
They
right.
only had
That's
one
that's
javelin
why
each.
17 died. 1 javelin each.
Well, they've also used a lot of their weapons already, so... Alright.
So.
They're going to attack Torvekek with this.
Why? He doesn't even have skin that they can see.
Okay. They failed that one. You say skin?
They don't even, like, because he has armor on, so, like, he probably looks like a rock to them.
Okay,
It looks like a
Torvekek,
metal rock
you see 2 bolas, these stones wrapped with slings, go flying and bounce off the mud at your feet. 1 and then 2.
You fuckers! I'm coming for you!
The one on top of the creature is gonna grab his javelin out of the creature and throw it at Grunkle.
Well, yeah.
That's a success.
3 damage.
Or another javelin gets
Moderately
stabbed
wounded.
into you. You have 1 sticking out of your side and 1 sticking out of your shoulder, somewhat close to where the scar wound from the previous spear was stabbed.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll for injury?
No, not
It's asking.
Not off these guys. No, these guys do not inflict injuries. Oh, I do need to remember what this is. Okay. That'll be them. Okay, and then at this point,
I'm gonna count my
Grunkle, you
last
see one come moving around the back of the creature. An arrow's still stuck in it, and it's holding another one of these bottles. That brings us to Wylfer's turn. Wylfer, what are you gonna do, bud?
Did I also see that one walk around?
Yeah, everyone can.
That is the one I hit. That is the one that is my target. How far away is he?
You are. That one would be 16 yards out.
Can I take a 2-yard step?
Absolutely, you can move for one.
Yeah, I'd like to do that and then shoot an arrow at him as well.
Can
Another
you aim
arrow
and
at him.
shoot?
Yep, you could aim and shoot.
Do I have? Oh, okay. Yeah, then yes.
Okay.
that would
You'll
make it
shoot with a
from-
+10.
With a base modifier of plus.
Grunkle's like, "You're welcome, Archer."
Shh, they don't know I'm here yet.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to roll for that.
Just aim first.
Okay. That's
Oh
you
yeah,
need a
sorry.
52
Yeah,
or less.
I can roll stealth as well if you'd like.
Give me 1 sec to resolve this, and then we will. Yeah, they are able to dodge. Okay.
But do they know where I'm coming from? Do you want me to roll stealth first?
They failed. We will do that now. Go ahead and roll stealth.
I'm just gonna roll it as standard.
Yeah, standard across the board.
You want me to roll damage for that arrow?
You failed by. What is that? 24?
Don't ask me to math. I'm not good at it.
26.
That was for my stealth.
You are still
Looks like
stealth. to them.
19.
They failed by 19.
I'm still stealth.
No, you've because wouldn't that just be 9 brings up to 54, and then another 10 brings up to 64? 19. That's how much he failed by.
55. 65.
The 45 to 64. is
Yeah,
19?
yeah, 19. Yeah. Either way, he's still stealth. Whether those numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I rolling damage?
So technically, they don't see you yet. Yes, because you didn't dodge. Yes.
Damn,
Jesus.
that's a good hit. I do not want to be hit with that.
Oh, I'm still counting my arrows. I've only got 3 left.
That's
That would
not
do
good.
two on the damage threshold for me, because my second state after 8 is a 14, so that would do, I think, 2 wounds to me, right? Yes, Pickles, you're
Not
right.
listening. Sorry.
I appreciate you filling the air with that while I look up rules, Mr. Pickles. You're a good addition to the team, soaking up damage.
You just rolled for me again. I assume that was supposed to be a kobold.
Muted myself
I've
again
nailed
on
it
that.
to
I
the
gotta
rhino,
stop hitting that
to the
button.
gray creature.
Okay, so you shot another arrow through its leg. It's pinned back to the ground, but you see it kind of wrestle the arrow out of the ground and is still able to move. That will bring us. That was a move and an aim and shoot. That'll bring us to Torvekek.
I'm still 12 yards out, right?
Still
You're 10
running at
yards
him.
out.
10 yards out.
Yep.
Crap.
That's perfect for a charge, though, right? You. Oh wait, no, you move 4.
Yeah, he moves forward because he's currently overweight.
I've been overweight since the beginning, and I have no idea why.
I crouched down and I was like, this boar tusk is heavy, and I dropped it on the ground.
I guess I'll move the 8, then hold an action,
Okay. Move 8.
just in case they come to me.
Alright. You're 2 yards out from them, with an action held. That'll bring us to Grunkle. Grunkle, you are 5 yards out from these things.
And the only one who has a weapon that's more alarming is the one that just popped out the other side that's double wounded now.
Yes, currently. Currently holding a bottle bomb.
What would I have to roll to just shove one of these things in my mouth? And, like, crunch down?
It's so dark.
It's a great
Just-
question.
No, it's not. They're attacking us. It's like a frog.
What I'll do is basically just a common, simple melee attack.
Okay, well, I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm resisting. I'm moderately injured, you guys. And when I hit seriously wounded, guys, I go berserk and I can't hold back. So I'm gonna
That's
hold
when he
back
eats
these thoughts.
people.
Frogs. I eat frogs. Anyways, I'm going to continue with my plan, run amok, but I would like to make a detour towards this guy with the bottle. And I want to use my sword, not my mouth, my sword, like a dignified warrior, to run amok / charge him in the face. You're
On which one?
the one holding the bomb.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
La Bamba.
La Bamba. Roll for it.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're gonna get.
I know how to
extra
do this.
D6. You're gonna get all your bonuses.
Jewelry sword.
You know how to do all that?
I need to just double check. Run amok. I get a plus 20. I don't get a plus D6. Oh,
You
I get that
do.
because I'm charging.
Yeah.
I get the plus 20 because I'm an ogre doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get the plus 20. I get 1 fury die.
You get
Eh.
1 extra fury die. I thought there was something that gave you 2 extra fury die, but.
When I'm seriously wounded, I
Oh,
think
that's
is when I
right.
get the
Yep,
extra
yep,
one.
I just saw it.
But I only get 1 because I'm charging. I'm gonna get plus 20 standard. Don't flip. And fail.
Oh, you also can't aim without spending an extra action point. Interesting. Okay. And fail.
Can I hit?
Yeah, you could
I'm
reroll.
happy to. Yeah, I'm happy to re-roll this because this feels wrong.
You need a 77 or
77.
less, and you got a 94.
If anybody wants to veto me here and say it's not worth it, Pickles, just accept the L, I will.
Do it.
You can't.
I've
reroll
held off
that.
from doing it every time. It's your turn.
Can't come
Why
back.
did you
from
not
that.
hold me back, Fred?
Grunkle, you charge up, you swing, you miss, you go to swing again, but you've lost your balance, you trip, fall, and skid, going face first into the carcass of this large gray beast, now at the foot of all these creatures.
Oh, Right, yeah.
That'll bring us to the wolves.
Grunkle freeze frames. You might be wondering how I got here.
Yup, that's me.
Some people say I'm a danger, but Grunkle bad berserker. Anyways.
Okay, first, the injured one is gonna throw, he's gonna look at Grunkle, he's gonna throw his bomb at Torvekek.
What, am I not good enough?
He's just like, what?
He tries to hit me, but it goes past as I tumble down.
I'm gonna re-roll that, and I'm gonna do it with aim.
Fuck you, Pickle.
Sorry.
He goes to throw, and, like, doesn't let go, he's like,
Please let there be glue. No.
Oh,
dang
son
it.
of a bitch.
That's critical success, my guy, you can't dodge. 8 damage to you. What is your damage threshold?
Like 10?
9.
9. Really? God.
I don't have armor.
This thing just blows off you as well.
Just hits the shield, explodes,
Yeah.
and he keeps running.
You keep moving in.
Wait. What kind of shield do you have?
Steel.
Because there's one type of shield that specifically has a bonus against any ranged projectiles. And
I
one has a
have-
specific bonus against melee.
I have the metal shield.
Yeah, I don't think he has that one. I know. I remember hearing about that, but
Defensive,
it's the-
protective.
I'm pretty sure it's the
think
wooden one
protective
that gives you a
might be
bonus
it.
against all ranged attacks.
I'm not sure. I wish you
the
would
two
tell
standing
me
over
when I click
Grunkle
on
are gonna
Right, yeah, sure.
are gonna pull out their daggers and start attacking him.
I swear, if their daggers get like... Yeah, whatever. I don't-
Okay.
Make
you
me
didn't
eat.
save any action points, so one stabs into you. That's right. I forgot. They're little guys, and you guys have eye damage modifier. Okay, so they're both stabbing down into you. That brings us to the last one. The last one's gonna launch his bola. He hasn't thrown his yet. He's gonna throw his bola at Torvekek, also running up at him.
He's on top of the not rhino,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Torvekek, you always have an action point saved to dodge a parry. Do you want to dodge this?
Yes, please.
All right, go ahead and click
Standard
your dodge.
all around.
Yep, standard all around. I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, who made that noise?
I don't. That was in the game. The game does it.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are my rolls today, really?
So you failed. There's no damage to the bola. However, there are things that the bola does do to you. Okay. Now what did I do with my papers? Okay, so off their qualities. Okay, qualities. It has entangling, which means something. Entangling. Immediately after striking the foe, weapons of this quality force the foe to resist either a chokehold or takedown. With this weapon, you must flip the results to fail when resisting its effects. So you need to resist. Oh God, what was the?
That being agility or athletics?
I'm trying to remember. Here, I have to look at this. It's a takedown they're wanting to do on you. Okay. Charged. It's a coordination test. No, that's it. Hang on. Foe must resist coordination or be knocked prone. Yeah, so you're gonna roll a coordination check on flip to fail.
All right, standard.
Standard across the board, just with flip to fail results. Critical fail 77.
What does that flip to, though?
What's that?
What does that flip to, though?
That is flipped.
77.
Yeah. I know.
It wraps around your feet, and as Torvekek's running forward, he just all of a sudden his feet get latched together with this, these rocks and strings, and he just goes straight face first down into the mud. This thing also has, what else? Ineffective in throwing, so that shouldn't affect anything else here. It doesn't deal damage or anything like that. And throwing, yeah. Okay. So that's it. Torvekek is now prone. That's their turn. That'll bring us to Wylfer.
And I can just cut these off, right?
Yes, on your turn.
Okay.
Can I see the one that just threw the bola at Torvekek?
Yes, he is on top of the larger rhino. From, you wouldn't know this, but from Grunkle and Torvekek is the rhino mom. You're
Yeah,
guessing.
I was gonna say the mama rhino.
Yeah.
Well, I know this is a bad idea. However, I'm running out of arrows. I reach into my pocket. I
As
pull out
you
a
do, you see a little creature next to you. You see that he is fiddling with something, and it looks to be one of your arrows.
What are you doing?
Shut up.
Did you say Dibs is? Can you look at me properly, please? I need to see your face.
Look at me
Need to
properly.
make sure who you are before I stab you.
Fuck off, Busy.
All
Wait, no, hang on. Here.
And he hands you an arrow, and you see that he hands you an arrow, and at the back end of it, instead of there being feathers, like a classic arrow, you know how they have the short tip feathers, it's got 3 black feathers that are a lot longer and kind of strewn out, and you see a liquid over some kind of black green ooze on the arrowhead.
Now, I appreciate the arrow, but I did have something else in mind. I'm gonna put this in my quiver and maybe keep it for something else, probably bigger than these guys.
He looks at it, looks at you, and goes,
Okay.
All right, and I put it in my quiver. I put my hand in my pocket. I pull out a silver dart, and I look down at Dibs. I ask him to cover his eyes.
Okay.
He covers his eyes, clearly like peering through his fingers.
and I let loose a magic missile.
Okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be an incantation. However, pull up your missile. Okay, it's gonna be an incantation check. However, this one is at. I'm not muted, am I? Okay. I'm so paranoid. I have to keep checking.
This is specifically aimed at the one that just bowled Torvekek.
Okay. This one is gonna be at a hard.
Or
check.
actually, is there one that looks more like in danger for Grunkle because he's taken 2 hits
Actually,
already?
I mean, I have 2
there's-
of them that are
there's-
stabbing me in the sides, but
Yeah, he doesn't really.
I'm gonna hit
feel
one
it.
of those 2.
Okay, then it will be a hard check.
Little.
Yeah.
a little close to Grunks.
Oh.
Because
wait,
they're like
hmm.
probably climbing on me to do this.
Yeah.
They're probably
Yep,
pretending
might
to
be right.
be like mountain climbers, like
Yeah.
stabbing
I'm
up.
gonna go
me,
back
like,
to
"We're
my
climbing, it's
original
fun.
idea.
It's
I'm
recreational.
gonna get the one that hit Torvekek instead.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
I'll
a
go with my
challenging
original
check.
idea.
Wait, challenging would be the one that's on top.
On top of the husk.
Okay, yeah, just want to make sure.
This is gonna hurt if it's a critical
Because there
failure.
was the one that threw the glass bottle.
Okay.
Really.
You didn't critical fail. You do have 3
Ooh,
fortune points.
for you.
You actually should be at 4. You have 4 fortune points.
You have 3 fortune points.
You have 3.
Did we should have just stuck with the original one?
Do you want to roll again?
I used a fortune point already.
You could do it again.
I don't think you guys would be happy if I used all of our fortune points.
I don't mind.
You want to
No,
do it
that
again?
was the same roll. Nah, that's it.
Okay, yeah, now I do mind.
How many times did you roll?
I already rolled.
Twice?
You rolled once, re-rolled once.
Yeah.
Why did I keep hearing coins jingle? That was weird. Did you want to re-roll though? You have 2 left.
No,
Okay.
I already wasted 2.
All right.
That's fine, it just kinda
it fizzles
fizzles in.
out in your hand. Nothing happens. You hear it.
I'm ready. What are you gonna do?
It failed.
You failed.
Yeah, that's true. I appreciate the arrow.
That would bring us to
Stay safe.
that was 1 turn for you, I believe, to cast that. 1 action point.
yeah, I think it
do
was.
you want to do anything else?
Is it enough turns to fire that arrow that he gave me?
Just double checking. Cast magic varies. Yeah, for generalist 1. Okay. Yes, you should still be able to shoot.
Draw and fire?
Sorry.
I said draw and fire?
Yeah, I was looking. Oh yeah, it will be a draw and fire because if you change weapons at the beginning of your turn, there's no action point cost. But if you do it during your turn, it's 1 action point cost, and this is during your turn. so
Technically,
you
I
could
did
draw
not
and fire.
change weapons. As
Yeah, I meant the
Fine.
arrow. Like, draw the arrow. Because he probably just has a bow in one
Yeah,
hand.
because load and fire.
my
is the
bow
other
is
option.
my focus.
Load is to.
But technically, I didn't change weapons.
That's true, but you will still need the load, which is going to be 1, so it'll still be load and fire.
Yeah, that. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
It's like clearly am terrible at magic.
So you're
It's
gonna fire.
Grunkle.
You're gonna fire the arrow gifted to you by
Yeah,
Wylfer by
yeah,
Dibs?
yeah. I gifted myself an arrow.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna fire.
It's just the standard one.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Standard.
the
Zero,
standard
zero.
roll. Yep. Okay. Success. Go ahead and roll damage. Jesus Christ, you really didn't need this. Okay. Go ahead and roll on 1d6. You're gonna add an extra fury die to this.
Slash roll
Yeah, space 1d6.
1d6.
3. Okay, so 19 damage to this thing. You shoot this arrow, and as it's going, it starts spinning, and you hear this very audible whistle. All of you. I don't want to whistle, but it whistles
Blow out
and
your mic?
flies. Yeah, exactly. Flies by Grunkle, and you see it blows through the creature's head on top of the thing, and you see it stand there with just a hole in between its eyes, as it just reaches out and falls backwards off the carcass.
I look down at Dibs. Thanks, bud. Go
He's-
be safe.
He's not there.
Oh shit.
Grunkle's turn.
Oh, please let him help me. Please let him give me a giant sword and be like, hey, you want this, fucker?
Yeah, he just pulls out a giant. Hey, you want this?
Oh, a great sword just for me.
Your
Yeah,
turn.
and that's what he's like, yeah, only an ogre could carry it. I'm like, thanks for bringing this to me.
I don't know how he carried it over there, but all right.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I'm on the ground and they're in close combat with me, so instead of using my sword, the better idea is to use your simple melee. I want to, if I can, use one of my actions to, like, aim. If I can aim with melee.
Interrupt real quick? Was that one of my arrows I fired?
That was one of yours, yes.
Alright, so cool.
It was, no, you're not going to count it because it was the one that broke and your hand was laying on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys skip me?
Oh, yeah, don't you go before me?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I did skip you. I guess the turn order was off. Yeah, stand by Grunkle. We're going to go to Torvekek. Thank you for calling that out.
Okay. Grunkle fucking waiting.
Well, I guess I'm gonna cut
What is
myself
this?
free and stand back up.
Okay, that's going to be 2 action points.
Fuck. How close are they to me?
You are 2 yards away from Grunkle and the 2 on the ground.
So I'm still not close enough to do shit.
That depends. What do you have? What can you do?
I have an axe.
Throw it.
Arbalest crossbow. With 12 yards distance.
Yeah, but then it'll take 2 actions to hit anything.
Yeah, true. You could throw
I
your
feel
axe.
like that was an attack.
Yeah, but if
Please
I
don't
throw my
throw your
axe,
axe
what the
at
fuck
us.
am I gonna do then?
Run after your axe.
Run after your axe.
Shield bash, to be fair, but also don't throw an axe to try and kill a rat that's eating your friend. Your friend who happens to be a giant.
He can take it.
No, I can't. I took these little splinters and I'm moderately wounded and scared and lying on the ground.
They must
Could
have
I
rolled really well
tackle?
on those.
Could I shield tackle one with 1 action? Like shield bash one, run and shield bash a guy?
Right into my body?
No, it'd be
Use-
off your
use
body.
Grunkle as a wall.
Like just smear him like a mosquito against me? Grunkle have minor bruise, but to be fair, Grunkle have many minor bruises
Grunkle has many minor bruises.
at all times.
Constantly.
That's me when I'm unharmed. I just have bruises. all
I'm
over
tempted to
from
just
falling.
not make a roll and just call it a fail already, because what the fuck?
Looking, you could do a dirty trick. You could scoop up some mud and throw it at him to blind him. Distract him, get him off Grunkle.
From 6 feet away?
Well, yeah, 6 feet.
My
Can
mom
you not
just
do that?
distracted me.
I mean, a dirt clod might actually just hurt them.
A dirt clod might, but it ain't gonna be like there's not gonna be enough.
That's why it's called dirty tricks. It's a guile test, and they have to resist or be blinded by it.
Oh,
Are you
hey,
good at
look,
the guile?
another skill that I don't have because I'm fucking useless.
No, just walk over and chop them up into little bits, and then
I
feed them,
can't!
yours.
You could do.
Well, just walk
if
over
you
the
look
next
at-
turn. You can.
If you look at special actions, this is something we did with the other group we learned about. Inspiring words to boost your allies, litany of hatred to give negatives to the enemies.
Where do you see these?
On the action points, here, I'll just share it to all. There you go. Down in special actions, litany of hatred. Make an intimidate test. If number of foes equal to your fellowship bonus, suffer -1 damage and peril threshold. Use once per combat.
Is that something I can do?
I don't see why not. What's your fellowship bonus?
2.
So you could choose
think.
2 of them. I'm checking.
What's your intimidate though?
0.
Well, I mean, it's
Based on your brawn. His brawn is a 54.
I don't think that was a sentence, Pickles.
And he's got a 7.
yeah. I was gonna
modifier.
say you can have a +0, but it's still like it's based on something else. Your
Based on your brawn,
is
which is
correct.
your best stat.
So it's based on that. So if you think your intimidate's good, I'd go for it. Or just close the distance now and then use your next turn to chop things to bits and feed them to me on skewers.
Well, I don't want to get close now because I'm already about ready to start taking a beating with the rolls I've got.
You got so much armor. They're
Yeah, two of them are standing on top of Grunkle, hitting him with everything they have, and he doesn't feel it.
and they don't visibly look like they're. A description of these: they're like little creatures that had a couple items on them, and they've thrown most of their items. Or are they wearing like rags and trench coats where they're like, "Oh, I could have potions for days, brah."
No, it definitely looks like... It looks like before you guys even encountered them, they were on their last legs. They lost like 17 of their friends. There was only 4 of them left, and they were trying to enjoy this reward, and then you guys walked up and started attacking, and they're like, oh shit!
Can I use one action to punt one, to close the distance and punt one as a dirty action? Or a dirty trick?
Negative, that would be an attack.
Oh.
Yeah. There's no corpses near him that he could punt. Like, is that another? Okay, yeah. So they don't have that much that they could conceal with.
No,
clothing
yeah,
wise.
they're shambled rags and whatnot.
I guess
Kinda
I'll
lame,
try
but-
Inspiring Word. There's not really fucking anything else I can do.
Inspiring word?
Or whatever, the Intimidate
Litany of
thing.
Hatred might be more your skill set because that's the Intimidate. What does Inspiring Word use?
Inspiring word uses leadership, which actually, don't you have?
He
Yep,
has
I do.
leadership.
Make a
We did that
leadership
last time.
test, number of allies equal to your fellowship bonus, gain 1 damage and 1 peril threshold.
That would be nice too. Actually, either one would be great. Whichever you think you're better at, leadership or Intimidate.
We also figured out
Probably-
that none of us can read last time.
Probably Leadership, because I got a +10 to it.
Grunkle's
But you're
the
also
only one
not great
hurt.
at Fellowship.
I mean, it's
Are
not
you?
like I can only use it once, so...
So you could basically heal Grunkle 1 or hurt 2 of them 1.
We'll boost
Or-
defense 1 and make Grunkle
I
job
could
easier
boost
1.
Grunkle's defense and boost, what's-his-face's attack, right?
Good old what's his face.
We call him Wylfer sometimes,
Yes.
but mostly what's his face because it's the same letter.
Because I have a
I don't
2
know
to
what I was
Fellowship.
looking at. Yeah, basically it's Bane or whatever the spell is from D&D, but yeah, you either hinder them or help your allies. What's it gonna be?
So I can't do 1 for one and 1 for the other?
No, you can do...
It's an action point each, so you only have 1 action point either
yeah, you only
way.
have 1
You
action
can only
point
do
left.
1.
I was trying to remember where we were at on that.
I will help Grunkle, I suppose. We'll see if this goes through, and if it does, I'll
Okay.
I'll
So
be
it's gonna be a
inspiring.
leadership test at standard across the board.
Hey, I actually succeeded
Either
something.
46 or less, got a 3. So Grunkle, you are gonna gain 1 damage and 1 peril threshold modifier.
All right.
You gonna let these fucking rats, lizard things beat you, Grunkle? Look at them, they're tiny. Smash them.
Yeah, they're tiny. They're tiny, and I'm big.
That's perfect.
Smash
That
them,
brings us-
Grunkle!
That brings us to Grunkle's turn. What's he gonna do?
I would like to, using my sword, contradicting what I said earlier before I was leadershiped. I want to use my mortuary sword rather than my mouth to aim, and then can you do a melee aim to get a +10 accuracy?
You're currently prone. So no.
Can I stand and then aim and then attack?
You could, except with Sanguine Temperament, you cannot take aim without spending an additional action point. So stand to be not prone is 1. Take aim would be 2. That's 3 action points.
That's right. I just kind of swing crazy like. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to get up. I would like to use the Litany of Hatred
Okay.
as my second action. Of which this is my Intimidate check. My Fellowship bonus is a 4, by the way. But yeah. Standard, I assume. Don't flip.
So you would hit all 3 of them then, the 3 remaining.
Grunkle's mostly spitting loads of saliva everywhere, like, and then he's going to swing his sword and try and chop one of these things,
Okay.
if I may, sir.
Absolutely.
It's my third action. And this is going to fail even worse than these.
Oh, was this intimidate that you just rolled? That was your check.
That was
for
my
litany of hatred?
litany of hatred.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
that didn't work. And then you're gonna swing your sword at which one?
The one that would be closest, I get. The one on the left, the one closest to Torvekek, so that you can see me slice its face off.
Okay. You rolled the wrong thing though. I need you to go to your trappings and roll your sword.
Okay, this time I'm gonna actually hit him though.
Okay. I mean, I'll allow you to already hit. So go ahead and just re-roll. It won't cost you a point. I'll put that back.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, and then damage.
Oh, pretty much the same roll.
Yeah, actually. Perfect.
Take a 12.
Okay.
12 him in the face.
Yeah, you definitely swing across. You put a big old gash from like neckline to waistline across his stomach.
Yeah, seat belted him.
Let's out a little.
Oh,
He
Jesus.
just looks down at himself. That is all your action points. We're gonna go to them.
Yep.
We're gonna roll one of these, one of these, one of these, one of them. Okay. They sprint. Grunkle, you're the only one in melee. You could get attack of opportunity.
I
Two
will
of them.
swing away. I want to impress my dwarven
Okay.
comrade.
They are full on running, so they
Not
have
me
a
then.
+3 to their damage threshold. So I will tell you right now, if you hit, you need to do better than 8 damage.
All right. Sweet. I missed anyways.
Okay.
I'm just
You've
swinging
got-
wildly.
You've got one other one.
Uh,
I can run
swing.
for it. You will hit this one, but you rolled the wrong thing. I need you to roll your sword.
Oh
Keep
my
doing
god.
it, I'm
He rolled
sorry.
it twice incorrectly.
Okay, you still hit. It's all right. Roll damage. That'll do more damage. I'm gonna even
That'll
say
do
that that's
big.
the one that you seatbelted.
Did do a backstrap.
Yeah, basically. And
Why did Grunkle D6?
It was supposed to be just the DM.
Okay, I guess I won't worry about it. Well, yeah, I like that D6. I just don't know why. I'm not enraged yet. Oh, it's the injury roll. He has been successfully car seat belted. That's what it says. 97. Uh-oh. That's either really bad or not that bad at all. I'm pretty sure the higher you roll those, like when it's like, yep, seat belted.
Just finished off the incision, so you cut him in half.
Bullshit. They still got injured though. Well, I mean, they got wounded. They took a wound rather than an injury. That's fair.
Is there any arrows on the ground? I'm running out.
I muted myself again. I hate this mouse, this key button assortment that I have. Basically, the creature scampered off into the woods. They ran off. Grunkle was able to get a slash and a slash on his back, but didn't inflict any injuries to him. But the 3 remaining scampered off. They're checking for arrows. They said that there are some shabby arrows, poor quality, might break on you, so you're not sure.
I'll
If you
pick 'em
want to
up,
collect
but-
them, you're gonna
yeah.
collect them. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead and roll 2d10 for me. Thank you, Daggy. Let me know that.
Just need the
8.
Maybe
You
at
get
some point we should
8
take a
shabby
break so you
arrows.
can fix it.
Yeah, I need to find my quiver. So 3 arrows
I'll fix it
and
right now.
8 shabby. There. Yeah, I've still got 3 normal arrows. Dibs, I appreciate the help that you gave me. That arrow was
He disappeared
powerful.
last time you checked.
Yeah,
I know, I'm
you don't
just
actively see him.
talking in general into the
Okay.
void. Hopefully he can hear me.
It's at this point, Grunkle, you feel something tugging at your clothes.
I look in a near delirious state.
You just
Eyes
see
bloodlusting.
Dibs like halfway up your body, climbing up your back. He's like,
Hi.
Hi.
I was nothing.
he drops to the ground.
Get back in the barrel. What are you
Why?
doing?
Why these things look like you in danger?
Well, cause you just killed my clan.
Well, actually, we only killed one of your clan. I think only one of them died.
Oh, you guys didn't do this?
He kind of looks around at all the bodies.
Yeah, that makes sense. You guys aren't that good.
Grunkle slaps the
leaves,
rhino corpse, the not rhino corpse, and says, "Looks like this thing took him down."
That's I thought that was a rock. What is that?
It's a big old piece of meat.
Torvekek nudges one of the corpses full of arrows back behind the rhino.
It's like,
That's a big beastie. That thing bigger than Grunkle.
Yes, let us taste this, Dibs, the work of your clan. See if it is good meat. Taste it.
Hold on,
Oh,
you want me
here we
to?
go
I can
again.
carve it up. I was good at carving up
We
things.
just probably need to go over here.
Dibs just sinks his teeth into the side of it. His mouth is like stuck wide agape.
Grunkle wants to help him up to the top, presumably where they had some area where they broke through the hide and they were feasting. Grunkle wishes to be like them, perch there with his companion Dibs and feast on this beast with him.
This
Because
creature is
Grunkle
about,
does want to know if it tastes good.
as described before, this creature is about the size of a common mount for Grunkle's size.
Okay,
Yeah,
he straddles it then.
It's a large grunkle-sized creature.
Yeah, so it's basically the equivalent of Wylfer riding a horse would be Grunkle riding a rhino.
Okay.
So you
A
guys
strange horned creature.
mount on top of this thing and begin eating the creature?
Grunkle's tasting. He wants to enjoy the food of the road. And this must have been good if they were feasting on it, and if it isn't, he's going to eat one of their body.
Roll an awareness check for me. What is Torvekek doing? Okay. What is Wylfer doing?
I picked up arrows. I was just collecting the 8 arrows that were on the ground.
Okay. Grunkle, you kind of get up
Searching.
on the side of it, and you see that the entry wound that has been kind of carved open right here looks like it was just like scratched at and ripped apart and opened. Looks full of pus and it's festering, and from your time in the military, it looks like an infected wound.
Oh, well, Grunkle is angry now. Grunkle angry and hungry, thought getting meal of good.
Huh?
Um,
What? Why? Why are you mad at me?
Grunkle wants to pick up one of the fresher bodies, ignoring Dibs completely.
Okay, bye.
You climb down
he's
off
go-
this
he's gonna,
thing and
like-
grab one of the bodies.
Yeah, he's gonna grab a body, and it, like, to people watching him, it looks like he's probably gonna stick it head first into his mouth, and then he just throws it into the swamp in anger.
What?
A dead body, not Dibs.
Yeah, I got that.
There should
That
be
was-
dead body.
that was Dibs
Do they like
watching.
whistle when you throw them? Like they just have like little gills or something?
That
just
was
go, "Ah!"
that was that was Dibs watching it go. What?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. He
Grunkle,
just threw
angry and
Dibs.
hungry.
No, he's like,
Oh, man. I knew him.
Poor Jim.
Yeah, well now you don't. He's dead.
Oh, okay. I knew all them. That's too bad.
You made an arrow for me to shoot one of them.
But yeah, they were
What?
attacking. They're,
Good point.
they're, what do you guys call it? They're bad guy now.
Yeah, we'll just go with bad guy. It doesn't look like Grunkle wanted to eat any of that, so you probably shouldn't eat any of that either. Grunkle's got a pretty strong digestive system.
He's still sat on top of the creature, and he's like,
Okay.
Alright, I'll hop down, jump back onto Grunkle. He should be still close.
No, fuck you.
Alright.
scampers, slides down the creature and lands.
Oh, hey, look, Torvekek woke up. What'd you say?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah. What? Did I miss him?
Yeah,
I hit the
we were
ground
all
pretty
talking
hard.
to you and it got really quiet.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes it's hard to concentrate.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Brickhead.
what?
You not know that term?
I
It's okay.
don't know. I don't know what you said.
Carry on, Torv.
Now I forget what I was going to say.
Yeah, uh-huh. Brickhead.
Oh, that is what you said. Pulls axe out of the sheet. Come here, you little son of a bitch.
Okay, Grunkle.
He scampers back up.
I grab my whip and just entangle him with it as he like takes a step towards Dibs.
Oh, I was like, who are you entangling, dude? Okay, go ahead and roll.
Not like damage wise. I'm not aiming to like damage him. Just like.
Well, yeah,
trip
your
him
whip
up.
can't damage.
I'm not gonna resist it.
Okay.
I'm just
In that
rolling
case, you
bull.
probably won't get taken down, but this whip kind of whips around your ankle. Dibs scampers up the side of Grunkle, kind of holding onto the side like a King Kong on the building.
If you are going to travel with us, you need to learn not to antagonize every single one of us on the road.
And if you're gonna not be tripped up, I would suggest leaving Dibs alone.
Yeah, leave Dibs alone.
Dibs,
Listen
shut
to,
up.
listen to that guy.
I have an axe. You have leather whip. Axe wins.
I have a Grunkle.
arrows as well.
Grunkle, get him. Sick him.
Grunkle
You'll kinda
not get involved
smack
in
smack
drama.
Her shoulder.
Yes,
Go.
Grunkle, no, you smack shoulder, but Grunkle not get involved with drama like this. Grunkle seen it too many times in the Legion. Ogre berserkers pick fights very easy. Grunkle, bad
Grunkle.
berserker.
This guy talks a
Control
lot.
the little devil, or I will cut off his head and feed it to him.
How you gonna feed me my own head if you had my head? This
I
guy.
think he meant feed it to
I put
me.
both my bow and my bullet back.
He's gonna feed your head to me, and believe me, I think your
Dibs
head
is
is
looking
filled
at
with
you.
tasty secrets. But Grunkle will not stop Torvekek, nor will he stop you. You make your own choice, Dibs, and Torvekek will make his own choice, and Grunkle will eat whatever is served.
So
Need
what
that
you're
on the
saying
ground,
is
and
I
point
gotta kill
another
him
bow
before
off.
he kills me.
No, you can't kill Torvekek. He is invincible.
Nothing's
He is
invincible out
made-
here.
He is made of metal and rocks. See, the thing you need to know about dwarves is that they are just filled with rocks. Not good rocks like gemstones. That's why they're always looking for them. They're filled with rocks like gravel, so that the moment you cut them, their blood clot.
Alright, then,
just
shall
looks at Grunkle like, what the fuck did you just say?
All right, then. Shall we carry on towards the crossroads? Let's go, Pebble and Grunkle.
Grunkle tells story sometime.
I bet Father could eat him. One bite.
Father.
Oh, son of
Rawr.
a bitch.
Tell more about Father as walk.
No, we don't need to know about father.
Grunkle
Actually, I'd like
likes
to know
story.
more.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. I hate those things.
Father?
Yeah.
I don't hate fathers. I hate his father.
He
I don't
says,
like
named Atlas, but we call him Father.
Does he have wings and breathe fire?
No.
Okay.
Grunkle breathe fire.
Seen it. It has happened.
He's real
Yeah,
big,
go on.
real shh, and monster roar.
Anyway, let's go
Grunkle
around
did.
to the crossroads. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, Boulder and Grunkle.
We're walking. Like you
Yeah, you
can't
guys are
just keep
walking as
saying
you're
keep
talking.
moving. Like come on.
Wilfer's walking, and they're all following. He's like, "Yeah, but come on!" And they're like, we're literally right behind you.
This isn't the '90s. You can't just say come on.
Watch me.
Let's
So
go,
what's the
gang.
90s?
Radical. I don't know. It's more '80s.
I am gonna need to know one thing. Are you guys in the same? I'm gonna need to know a couple things. Excuse me. Are you guys in the same order of arrangement going forward?
You guys
Yeah,
okay with me being at the front?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not having a conversation now, though, so I'm just keeping an eye out.
Okay. That was my second question. Is anyone still maintaining conversation?
No, I think that was the end of the conversation.
Could somebody heal me?
I
Okay.
don't think any of us have enough medical experience to do anything. I can probably pull the javelins out of your arm again, but
Oh, fine.
I have anti-venom. Is that gonna help?
No, Grunkle just drink laudanum.
I would
probably.
prefer not to have a high ogre again.
Okay. Grunkle just be in pain and hunger. Sorry, pain make me hunger.
Fuck.
That's
Pain
okay. We
make
got
you-
plenty of rocks. Do we have plenty of
Dibs,
rocks?
can you help him?
Absolutely.
I make things. I don't make people better.
Man, only if we had Alexios here, he'd be so much more useful.
Yeah, he'd say long sentences and Grunkle would get clouded with rage, but it kind of rage where Grunkle feel rather than act.
Fuck long
Alexios, good man.
sentences. Talk too much.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. You've got to use big words. Like
Kids don't know
Excalibur.
big words.
Use Excalibur and Dobrodocious. Those are probably big
Did
words.
you say Excalibur?
Excalibur and Dobrodocious.
I don't know
Grunkle not
what
know
this
big
means.
words. I don't either.
We don't know big words, guys.
Okay, Torvekek getting mad. Let's quiet down.
Oh yeah. Father comes. Shh.
Dwarves don't like loud noises in the same way that they love gems.
We're getting deeper in swamp now.
Right.
Grunkle must be quiet.
Dibs. Shush.
Why
Dibs
did
just
we
eyes
bring him
you
with
with-
us?
Snarly eyes.
Hey man, he was helpful.
Fine. Don't be
Grunkle
quiet.
yell at every companion, apparently.
Okay. I'm gonna need one of you to roll a 1d20.
Oh, I think that's my turn again, right? Unless
Yep,
someone
it's
else
your
wants to
turn.
go.
Unless you want me to.
You go ahead. I'll do the next digins.
Huh?
Oh my.
Oh dear.
Is every entry just fake the swamp dragon and then do something innocuous?
Gotta keep
No.
us on the edge of our seats.
No. So you guys are walking along, and as you're walking along, Wylfer, off to your left, you see what looks to be an opening, a clearing. Kind of a glade. Looks peaceful. It's just off the trail. Like, path is going this way, just off to your left. Maybe 10, 20 yards off, you can see an opening to what looks to be a clearing, a glade. You see light shining in there, whereas here in the swamp, there's very few sunbeams coming through the overgrowth. But you see a decent beam of sunlight over there. What do you do?
Hey guys, look at that. We got. Are we good just walking through the dimly lit pathways? I mean, as long as we're following the track, right?
Drawing your attention to it, Torvekek and Grunkle, you're very familiar. Torvekek, you're very familiar with this glade. You carved open an altar in this glade.
Shit.
Oh, it's bad
Nothing
vibes,
to
Alter.
see here.
but-
Just continue on the path. Nothing. Nope. Nothing to see here.
Well, I
trying
mean,
to
there are
avoid
actually
here?
things to see here, but they're not
Grunkle?
good things to see.
Grunkle,
No, but
move
see,
on.
Grunkle saw Mr. Bear.
No,
but
no,
never
no,
mind,
no,
never
no.
mind.
We do not need to deal with mushrooms, and we do not
Hold
need
on.
to deal with angry god. Yes,
Wait,
just keep
wait.
going.
No, one more important thing. Did we not see the bear close to around this area?
Oh, no,
Which
no,
is
no.
all
Grunkle not
berries
mean. Grunkle not mean Bjorn.
Yeah, no.
Grunkle.
Didn't we tell him to come over this way?
Yes. Well, yes, he should be here, but the bear that Grunkle see, not that bear.
All right.
More
We
of
don't need to
nickname
be in
for.
this clearing. We just follow the path. You know, don't touch clearing. Nothing to see here. Move on.
Or else you might see dead people. Yeah.
But Bjorn might be here.
Well,
Do you
Bjorn-
really want to take that chance with the hypnotic mushrooms?
He helped
Uh,
us.
Okay,
hold
you
on.
can go over there. I will stay on the road away from mushrooms that make me see things and piss off gods.
Yes,
Grunkle, you've got a
Grunkle will
soft
stand
spot
here
for-
too.
alright.
Do we have rope? We tie rope to you. We just pull you back.
Fishing line.
That's going to cut skin. No.
Do we
Look,
not have the
go on.
rope that we
Feel
collected?
free. I will stay here and watch show.
Grunkle will rescue you if things go bad, but
Dibs, can you go look for Bjorn?
Oh, the big guy?
He looks like a bear, but he can speak common.
Oh, yeah, talking tape bear. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
can you
like
go?
him.
And can you just go into that clearing and see if he's over there?
He's here? Oh, yeah.
But be
He'll
safe.
hop down off of Grunkle and scamper off into
You
the brush.
know, with his size, he might overdose on mushrooms.
That's better him than me.
Fair.
You guys
Now
wait.
what?
Yes, we're waiting. We're waiting for Dibs to come back.
All three of you can roll an awareness check for me.
Or yeah,
Awareness
at least
check.
I'm waiting for Dibs to come back, considering I seen him.
Hey, I finally succeeded.
and Grunkle's like, let's play a dice game while we're waiting. We all make characters and then we pretend to be.
Torvekek with the success, Grunkle with the fail, and Wylfer with the critical success. We're gonna start with Torvekek. Torvekek, you hear voices mumbled coming from that direction.
Oh, son of a bitch. Grunkle, I think we might be in the mushrooms still. I hear things.
Wylfer, you very clearly hear not Dibs' voice, but Bjorn's voice alone.
Oh no. Grunkle, I'm gonna have to take some of your cape.
What?
I'm gonna have to take some of your cape. I pull out the knife and I just cut through the cape.
Grunkle does not handle this appropriately.
I imagine not.
I
You have cut his military cape?
I have.
I'd say at this point he's reaching knife out to cut your.
Yeah,
cape.
I've got a
I will allow you
I've
to
got
do
a
that.
Vexiosa's knife. I need to make
Grunkle
a mask, and this is the
will
only
react
accessible
very-
material.
Very aggressively and like push his cape back and like making it flutter behind him. Said, "No, this is the only thing Grunkle has ever done well, and even that he didn't do well, but it was the best he could do. You will not mar my military experience
It is a
Anyone else have
mistake.
any sort of
Don't
cloth on them?
unless you
touch
want
the
to donate an arm."
Could donate one of Dibs' arms.
No, not Dibs' arms.
Not Dibs' arms.
I like how he doesn't want to kill Dibs, but he's perfectly fine with him going into the hallucination mushrooms.
All right.
One
I
of
look
those.
down at my
One of those
look down
little
at my
Dibs
shirt,
things.
and I'm just like, well, shit. I take off my shirt. I've still got my armor on, but I take off my shirt that was like sitting under it.
Nudity
I
pisses Grunkle off even more.
I'm still wearing my armor. I cut off it just enough to cover my face, and I walk towards
This
where I hear
nudity
Bjorn's
pisses him
voice.
off more. You traveled with Wylfer with no pants on for like 2 days straight.
And it's lore that ogres attend bathhouses.
Yeah, also true.
Yeah.
In the right situation, it's appropriate, but not that.
All right, so
I'm not
Wylfer, you're
didn't
gonna.
nude myself. Just
cut
cut off
some-
like a sleeve of my shirt.
Okay, and you're fashioning it into basically a bandana?
Yeah.
And headed into the glade?
Yep.
Okay.
Guess I
What
could
the
have
rest
used
of
my
you doing?
hat and just covered my face with it.
Very possible. You gonna take your hat off?
Good luck. Have fun. Tell me
Yeah,
what
you know what? That
see
makes
when
more.
you.
It makes more sense for me to just take my hat off and cover my face with it.
Okay. Wylfer takes
That means
his
you're
hat
going
off.
to be using a hand, though. With
It
your
also
bandana,
means-
your hand's free.
You guys clearly
fine.
see that Wylfer is an elf, not a human.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that's why he makes me think his arm would taste good.
Well. Shit.
What?
We
Why should
Grunkle?
he?
can go over this later. I'm going in.
Grunkle,
What?
never tell other dwarves you saw me with an elf.
What the? Why? Why?
And get that right. I'm only a half elf. Thank you very much.
Still
Make it
elf
on-
enough.
I cover my face
what's
and I
wrong?
go towards where I'm hearing Bjorn's
Are
voice.
you a half elf? On your sheet it says elf.
I'm a. Oh, maybe elf. Elf. No, I'm elf. Sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
I say you're an elf. Alexios is a half elf. Okay, so you're heading into the glade. Torvekek and Grunkle, what are you guys doing during the time that he is gone?
I just
So-
don't understand what you have a problem with elf for. Wouldn't
You
they
just
be
said
like-
you wanted to eat his arm.
Well, yeah, just because they smell strange and like deer meat doesn't mean.
Okay,
It's also
Grunkle,
war
that's not-
that you guys are at war with the elves, and they have killed many of your men.
See, because Grunkle not understand history or know history in that regard. So
Bear
Grunkle
was
thinks,
killed by elves.
yeah, well, fuck those elves. But
Oh.
I mean, elves and dwarves,
Fuck those elves
logically,
specifically.
elves in trees, or dwarves in mountains. How do you get overlap there? Grunkle not get that. Why not
Because
allies?
there are- Okay, so we live in opposite ends of the spectrum, yes?
Okay.
They live in the trees, we live in the mountains. We don't get along because we live in different places and we think each place is better than the other one, yeah?
Yeah. So
This
you don't
conversation
travel
will
to.
carry on for some time. We're gonna jump over
Yeah.
to Wylfer. Wylfer, you're heading into the glade.
With my face covered.
Yeah, absolutely.
The hallucinations start.
Heading into the glade, once you step into the glade, the sounds of the swamp die away. There's no longer all the noise, the chaos, the rain. It's a sunbeam coming down on what looks to be an old tree stump, an ancient tree stump, kind of on this raised mound. And stood next to the tree. Well, not stood. Kind of on a knee, one paw up on a knee, kind of resting, is Bjorn. Very large, bear-like creature that you guys are familiar with. Just to bring it up once more for anyone watching. This is Bjorn. He sat there, and you can see on his knee sits Dibs. And Dibs is kind of looking around, sees you, kind of waves. Oh, hey, buddy.
I'm glad you found Bjorn.
Yeah, found him. I think he's crazy.
I think he's crazy and you're sitting on his lap.
You see Bjorn kind of turn and goes,
Welcome.
I do not remember your name.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Give me 1 second here.
Are you alright, Bjorn?
Possibly. There we go. Okay. You guys, keep your secrets. Welcome to the glade of the god.
Which god, may I ask? I'm not well educated in religion.
They call him the Forgotten One. Here lies his altar, marred by some.
does it need repairs? I could. You know what? I was told to be careful walking in here by my cohorts.
As
Still
long
covering
as
my
you
face
do
with my
not
hat.
mean harm, they will leave you at peace.
I didn't
You
come in
come
here to
as
harm
friend.
anything. I came in here to make sure that you were okay. Same as Dibs.
I am fine. I appreciate your heart. I have been conversing, my friend. You see
I guess
that
as long as
there's no one else there besides him and Dibs.
I'm gonna assume that the friend you talk of is the forgotten one.
No. The Fae. This one serves forgotten one. Or served, I suppose.
Is there any way I can help repair the damage that's been done?
I would not know. You see, he turns and just sits in silence looking at nothing. After a minute, he'll turn back and he goes, "It is an ancient shrine. Its mending is beyond that of mortals.
There's not much I can do then.
I fear not, my friend, but they
Did
thank
you-
you for your offer.
Did you need help getting back to? We'll be coming back through past here when we're heading back to town. Did you need help coming back?
The aura here fades fast. This place will not be safe for long. I will make my way back to Arwin's Rest, if it suits you."
It does seem like we might be getting into a bit of trouble, and the whole celebration's gonna happen soon. So once you're done here, head back there and be safe.
Yes. You see he stands and kind of does a very cordial, very formal bow to nothingness. Dibs hops off his lap, obviously, and kind of walks back
Just
over to
falls
you.
off.
Yeah, basically slides off and walks back over to you. And then Bjorn will stand back up to his full height, reaching down, scooping up what looks to be basically like a forage basket. Very
Oh,
classic
one more
forage
question
basket.
before you head off. Did you buy any? There was
He's
a berry.
grabbing his
or,
basket and he's walking back towards you.
There was a berry or something that that Grunkle was after for. I assume it was an alcoholic
Fluxberry.
beverage.
Fluxberry.
You're not here, Grunkle.
Chirp 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 chirp.
You decided not to come.
Apparently, now, this may be inappropriate to ask, but it apparently grows in uh, bear excrement.
The bearberry. Do you know what shade of color it takes?
I have no idea. I've just been. He mentioned it. That was as much as I knew.
I see. There are many different forms of bearberry for different purposes. Have him find me when he returns to Arwin's Rest. I have an assortment. And he'll reach into his little forage basket, which is kind of hung over his arm like a purse, and kind of pulls out what looks to be an old-time mason jar. Little lid on it. It's basically, the lid is like animal skin tied around the top. And he hands it to you. There's a yellowy mucus looking substance inside. Here. A treat.
What man? I'll just pocket it. I'll put it in my bag. I appreciate it. Come on, Dibs. Let's go back to the group.
Yeah, sure thing, man.
And I appreciate that you're still okay, Bjorn, after helping me.
I don't know if you guys can tell, my whole power's flickering, so if you lose me, that's why.
Gotcha.
We're in the middle of a tornado or something.
The dedication.
Yeah.
Stream. Doing a stream in the middle of a tornado.
I'll flee town later. We're doing D&D. He's like, of course. Jeremy, or whatever you may call yourself these days. It is a pleasure to at least call you friend.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep myself secret. I've just seen posters.
We all have our secrets. You'd be surprised, some stories some tell.
I'll see you back at Arwin's Rest. Travel safe.
Be wary of those you travel with.
Oh, I am.
They have
And I
not
put my
told
hat
you
back on my head.
everything. I see. Safe travels. May the gods carry you far. Whichever you serve.
And, yeah.
And he'll head out of the glade a different way than you came.
And yeah, I'll head back.
I think it's
to the
weird
woods.
that the guy we just met for 5 minutes seems to know more about us than anybody else in town.
Yeah, fuck him. I'm not gonna eat an elf. Asshole. Like, come on.
Wylfer and Dibs, do you make your way back to the party?
Yeah.
All right,
Back
what's
to the
going on
party.
back at the party? As Wylfer reapproaches.
I'm telling you, trees are
obviously-
not better than tunnels.
I'll do a nice gesture to what's left of the shrine before I leave, and then I head out.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
But tree
Oh.
roots would make the perfect foundation to make tunnels. it's the perfect
tree
energy.
roots
You
in-
could go
tree
under the
roots
trees.
ruin tunnels. They break the walls of
Oh.
the ceiling and shatter
Oh
them
my
to
god!
pieces.
No, just
How could
stop.
you?
I know you've not. Just stop, both of you. That's enough. You
No,
guys
he's
still arguing
saying
about the
organic
fact that I took
tunnels
my hat
aren't
off?
real tunnels.
They're not.
Wylfer, as you leave the glade and re-enter the swamp, headed back out into that, your vision turns blue as you pass through some kind of substance, some kind of effect, and your vision all turns blue. Everything around you is blue for a quick second, and you can't breathe, but you just as soon pass back out of it, and you feel, not in a weird way, but you feel touched by some other entity. Something has happened to you, but you're not sure what.
Fancy.
And then you
I'm-
catch
I'm
on to our
sorry.
tourism-based argument.
We're back.
I'm sorry that you had to find out that my ears were pointed like that.
What?
What? Oh, I don't care. You're the elf. Whatever. I'll beat up some elves later to make up for it.
If it helps at all, I have no allegiance to elves.
I mean, I'm a dwarf. We don't get along with the elves, but I've been talking to you for the past week, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
But hold
And if
up,
it helps,
they
I
made.
didn't have any allegiance until I met you guys. So.
Yeah.
How do you feel though about organic tunnels? Like a tunnel underneath trees made by.
tunnel is not a tunnel.
Okay,
We'll
but
get-
I just want his opinion on our argument. He might be
We'll get back to this argument when we get to Arwin's Rest. I'll write it. I'll
Yeah, you'll remember it down. Yeah,
I'll
okay, that's
remember it.
fine.
Yeah, I'll remember it down when. And we'll have a
Grunkle
conversation about
deleting
organic
from the mind.
tunnels.
You'll remember it. Okay, yeah, remember, organic tunnels, they're like basically
Also,
the same
Bjorn,
thing as a real
just
tunnel.
in case you guys were actually worried about him, Bjorn's okay. He's going back to town. I've asked him to go back there. And I pull out the jar of yellow
Ooh.
goo.
Does it look enticing?
He handed me this. I'm not 100% sure
potentially,
what
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it's well bottled. Like I said, it's a decent little mason jar with the animal hide over it, strapped to it, kind of as a lid.
Oh, and I'm not sure which one of you guys were after the berries, but Bjorn says to visit him at Arwin's Rest when we get back.
Oh, flux bear berries. Yes.
Yeah, those ones.
See, I intentionally messed it up earlier. Anyways, yeah, flux bear berries. That's what. Okay.
I
Question.
wasn't 100% sure what berries they were, but I knew where they grow.
Yeah, it's clear you had 60% of it in your mind, but it was a little meta.
Question. How pissed is the god?
Are you talking
God.
about the forgotten one?
The one
I-
that has the stump altar.
I have no idea, but Bjorn seemed pretty upset that it was broken.
Fuck.
So maybe keep that to yourself. Something happened when I walked back to you guys. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, great. So now it's watching too. That's wonderful. I'm sorry. It was the mushrooms.
The mushrooms
if you
were
could
pretty
tell
bad.
me what to do to help fix it, I would do it. But Nobody's told me jack shit.
Well, remember when we tried to like kill a squirrel for it?
Yes, I feel like that was a bad idea.
It was a bad idea. I remember when Alexius got on Grunkle's shoulders, and I kind of like swung him around to stab a squirrel, and it was even worse idea.
It was really bad idea.
Yeah,
You
we were-
I
I
was
was
climbing
panicking.
into the
We
barrel.
were both pretty messed up on that beer I
Yeah.
brought in my
It was-
barrel.
The mushrooms,
about that?
beer. It was so tight.
Yeah, we
Alright.
that was actually a good time. Grunkle should have
If-
brought barrel of beer
If
this
you
time.
ever get contacted by God,
Stop.
please ask
Guys.
him if we can fix it and tell them I'm sorry.
I'm not 100% sure what happened. It
We-
was strange. We should probably continue heading out. It is getting later in the day.
Yeah, but she says you. It's been like 30 seconds plus a couple minutes.
Just get back into the barrel. We're off.
Okay.
Hi, Dibs.
Hi.
Welcome home.
Oh, thanks. Fucker?
Fucker?
You
That's
have-
landlord fucker.
Lord
Or
have-
fucker,
Ooh.
fucker landlord. Actually, that sounds better because you're
Lord
my
fucker.
tenant. No.
Actually, you know what? I'm good with that one.
Yes, Lord
Actually,
fucker.
yeah, because I don't have any
Climb into the-
land, so
Go
yeah, I
climb
can't
into the
really say
barrel.
landlord. Lord
All
fucker.
right, we need to find trees.
You guys continue
We're not-
heading east.
I guess.
If you're looking for trees,
Yeah.
I think we found them.
Oh.
Just no like organic tunnels, because apparently.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the glade. I was like, oh.
No.
Let's get down the trees in the glade. Nothing could go wrong.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not 100% sure what you guys were worried about. I didn't have nothing happened to me in there.
There was no mushrooms.
No. And Bjorn was okay as well.
Well, see, there are only a few of these red cap mushrooms that cause drastic silliness in the mind and hysteria in soldiermen that caused our weird moments earlier. I saw my dead comrades. He desecrated a sacred altar to, you say, Forgotten One?
Yeah. the
Well,
Forgotten-
he's gonna be a little bit more forgotten now that his altar's broken,
I hope
which
not.
sucks,
He seems
but
I
interesting.
said I'm sorry.
yes, and Grunkle also tried to kill Squirrel, but
I'm assuming you guys are having this conversation while traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
walking while we're having this
Yep.
conversation.
Grunkle's marching from the back, bringing up the rear.
It's
That's
not
just
like I
tradition.
meant to desecrate altar. It was
No.
the damn mushrooms.
Right. That's what Grunkle says. It's not like you mean to do something when you're in the heat of battle or the heat of the mushroom. It's just things happen, and that's not really you. That's like just like it's not you. It's not you doing it, so you're not. It's not you.
Yeah, I don't
Grunkle
think
just
we're
keeps
threatened
mumbling
at all.
until somebody
I don't
stops
think
him.
we're threatened at the moment. I am gonna draw my bow and just ready an arrow, just because we haven't been safe this entire time.
Smart. While you're doing that, where's his? Hey, wait a second. That should be up. Thank you. Roll. All right, sweet. Okay, you guys carry on. Moving east along the path. Grunkle and Torvekek. It's at this point that you feel more comfortable. You feel like you've been here. Obviously, you guys took this road on the way back, but you know you're getting close to the crossroads. I'm gonna need one more 1d20 from someone.
All right, let's see if my horrible luck holds up.
Yeah, we don't want me to roll. I am the worst for these rolls.
Ah, shit.
Swap dragon.
Oh no, this is a good one. All right,
Oh, I'm trying to.
you guys are moving along. You see up ahead of you, the road kind of widens, and you know that's where the crossroads are opening up right there. It's just ahead of you. As you guys are walking along Torvekek, you're the one who notices this. Wylfer's in front of you, walking along, moving the party along. Grunkle's behind you. As you're walking, you see sticking out of the brush an arm grasping at the ground, reaching on the dirt, like coming up out of the swamp. An arm grasping at like a tuft of grass on the path. You see basically from like bicep up, just this arm
Grunkle, mud, right side.
Grunkle, on it. Roger that. Dirt Team Squad 1. Grunkle goes over to save the person from the swamp because Grunkle knows that we don't like when people drown in this goddamn fucking swamp.
We've done this a
Fuck
time or
this
two
swamp.
already.
What the fuck just happened?
We've done this a time or two already.
Okay, Grunkle, you reach down, you grab the arm, and you pull. And you see it's just an arm. The rest of the dangly bits at the end just ripped off.
Grunkle, did you just decapitate someone?
Grunkle does mouth to mouth.
The arm.
On the arm?
Just holding the arm like... No, I'm kidding. Grunkle looks at it and... Is it still moving?
No. It looks like
Grunkle
you just ripped
looks
it off
at
a
it.
body.
Are you
Grunkle, did you just tear someone's arm off?
Grunkle's gonna toss it back to Wylfer to catch, and then he'll go in and
I'm
grab
gonna
with his
stay
hands to like pull
sideways.
somebody up. Like
yeah.
pull up if there's a body.
Moving the brush with your hands, you see what looks to be an armless, one arm missing, body. It looks half sunken in mud, and all around it is this like black green, looks like tendrils coming out throughout the mud all around you. I mean, as you look, it's all over the swamp. These black green, almost like what you'd see like in an oil spill kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Iridescent,
Sure.
like that chromatic kind of coloring
Yeah,
that oil spills
yeah.
out. Okay, yeah.
So you see that all across the swamp, and from this body, it looks like it was crawling out of the mud, and you see it looks half dwarf. So you can see it's like half dwarf and half, for lack of a better word, some kind of alien creature. And it looks blended, like half and half between the two. Not like a
Is it
hard
hardcore
split.
like half and half, like a split like half and half, or is it like a generalized half and half where it's like you can see both traits on both sides of the body?
No, it's pretty well split. I mean, it looks very much like a
Two-Face.
dwarf. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like a straight down the middle. Like it's blended between the two, so it's like from black to white kind of thing. But like a
Okay,
gray.
yeah, a gradient split then.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. But very much dwarf and some kind of alien creature. The arm you were holding is the arm of a dwarf, but you can see this other arm is like only 2 fingers. Like it looks like some kind of weird alien thing you've never seen before.
Yeah, Grunkle knows about like the goblins. I presume if they like reproduce regularly, and there's a lot of mutant goblins.
This
that come
doesn't
out.
look anything like a goblin.
Okay, so
This looks different
okay.
than anything you guys have seen before, and it's half something as well.
Okay, yeah, and goblins usually don't come out half dwarf either, so
Yeah, that's true.
that would raise some questions about where are dwarves in our home continent. We eradicated all of them, but
We don't tell Torvekek like that.
no, and Grunkle doesn't even know that. Grunkle just thinks there's never any dwarves on his continent where there's dwarven architecture in some cities. Anyways, so is the arm rotten, or is it like pretty fresh?
It looks pretty rotten.
Yeah,
Well,
okay,
I don't
so
know, man. If you
Grunkle,
threw it to
Shell
me,
is
then I
pretty
just stood
fresh.
sideways.
Grunkle like threw that back to Wylfer to catch.
So from
Yeah,
Grunkle,
that very much hit the
Grunkle, you
ground.
have a very perceptive nose for this.
Mhm.
It's very freshly dead, but the body looks ancient and decrepit, like it's been dead for a long time or been around for a long time. It's ancient and like decayed, but it's very much freshly dead.
Okay, Grunkle will part the grass to show the situation for people if they're over and nearby. But he'll explain. Something very weird here. Arm is fresh, but body is vastly decayed. Green tendrils and swamp. Not normal tendrils.
What the fuck is that?
I think it rapidly decayed and eated it, the body, like somebody. Yes.
No,
eated
no,
it.
no. What is half dwarf, half bullshit?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Grunkle just cracked the code on why maybe some parts of body delicious to eat and some parts not.
Is there anything on the dwarf that would identify a clan or something?
No,
that Torvekek would
not
notice?
recognizable off the bat. But looks very, very clearly dwarf on one side. Like, hair's coming out, beard, but then it splits over to alien where there's no hair.
Wait, could either Torvekek or I roll folklore?
To
To
see if you've
recognize
heard any
anything?
rumors of these or anything? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Both of
Or
you
like
can.
identify like the beard style as being like, oh god, it's those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Any the braids they do, the gems they wear.
I probably take a
Or-
penalty on that, yeah? Unless
Yeah.
my troop have been fighting a lot of...
Torvekek could roll it with God, I can't remember the roll names.
Climb up.
Easy
onto the
for
barrel.
Torvekek. For Grunkle will go opposite. Hard.
Okay.
You say it's folklore?
Folklore for this, yes.
There it is.
I'm gonna climb up onto the barrel while they're looking at this corpse.
On
Dibs, do you know anything about this?
intro? Yeah. You see Dibs is just looking out at the swamp and he goes,
Can I re-roll that?
Oh, fuck.
you have 2 tokens left.
What do you guys think?
Reroll, both of you reroll.
Yeah, I want you to reroll it. Fuck.
You have 1 left.
Reroll it, Grunkle.
All right.
No, I'm not re-rolling. I don't have a
I
chance for
am
that.
just gonna quit for the night. That's it for me.
No. Use our last re-roll. Do it.
Do it.
I believe in you. That's my
We've
vote.
got, we've got 30 minutes left. I don't know if we want to.
No, we can die. I want you to succeed at Dwarven Folklore. I believe in you. I believe in you, Torvi.
What
That's
do you
my
think,
vote.
Shiffy?
Do it.
Yeah.
Man, I've already used 2 of them. You may as well use another one.
Hey,
Yeah!
finally.
Yeah, 6
yeah.
last got a 3 on this one. Torvekek, what you can tell is this style, it is 1 braid that frays out into 3, from what you can tell. Granted, only half of it's there. But this is a style that isn't used anymore, but it was shown in, like, some of the drawings of some of your ancestors from, like, way the fuck back when. So whatever this is, they haven't been around. This clan or this style hasn't been around in
This is probably
1,000 years, maybe, hundreds of years.
Okay, so- Do we have
So
these-
one generation of dwarves.
Two.
No, multiple
It'd be
generations of
two.
dwarves. Yeah, so it'd be like, we'll say thousands of years then, because it would be grandfather's grandfather, something like that. It's old. Wylfer, you climbed up to the barrel and we're talking to Dibs. What did you say?
I was just asking Dibs if he knows anything about this.
You see Dibs is fixated on the swamp, not the creature. Not even noticing the creature, but looking at the swamp and the
What's out
tendrils
there?
of the green. He's like hiding, like barely looking over the barrel, and he goes, Don't go out in this swamp.
I didn't think we planned on going out into the swamp. We were following the path.
Okay.
Guys, can you guys back away from the swamp?
Don't touch it.
This is problem.
Back away from the swamp?
This is very, very.
Back away from the
strange.
swamp.
What do you
But
mean
it looks
back away from the swamp?
tasty. It looks so tasty that...
Torvekek smacks his hand. Stop it.
Ow.
We have issue over here.
But
Yeah,
clearly
we have an
something
issue.
clearly he had an issue in there and now he's that.
Well, his issue is that he's not supposed to be here. You see
Heck.
braids on beard.
Well, yes.
Nobody's used
I've-
that style in like 6,000 years.
So what you're saying is he's really old.
Right.
And you have no hipsters in your culture.
And by extension, his body shouldn't be here.
I am just kind of leaning over Grunkle's shoulder at the moment because I'm still on the barrel. So I'm just kind of...
Everyone just climbs Grunkle.
This
Hey,
is
Grunkle
strange. You would think body would be decomposed by now.
Well, I mean, that arm came off pretty easily.
And then he also has weird alien face thing.
Is this not how dwarves used to look?
No.
That's 6,000 years ago. No, not at all.
Well,
You guys
Grunkle
haven't
don't
changed
know.
evolutionary line?
Yeah.
We are dwarves. We don't change easily.
You don't have like half
But a
alien
different-
face.
You've got a different beard than he does. You guys changed quite a bit.
It took 6,000 years to change a
Either way,
beard style.
Back away from the corpse. Have a look at it from a distance.
Torvekek pokes it with a boot. This is strange.
All right, initiative. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't do anything.
Grunkle slips and falls into the entire swamp,
Well, there goes.
and
me,
with his
Dibs,
mouth
and
wide
Grunkle.
open
Yeah.
onto the green.
Now we're definitely gonna have to make some rolls.
No, I'm hopefully kidding.
Yeah.
All right. This is the. Do you have room in barrel, Grunkle?
Dibs.
Yeah, that's his apartment.
For what?
For body.
Ew. Gross.
He tells to
Dibs
go back to mountain.
climbs out of the
Um,
barrel and drops
oh,
down.
oh,
Wait,
oh.
can we come back and go? Wait, hold on. You're still pull. Just chuck him on the fucking the log sleigh
Oh yeah, I forgot we have
that we've been dragging this entire time.
Grunkle not forget he pulled log sleigh. And yes,
I
don't
totally
put
remembered as well.
don't put dead body in beer barrel. That's apartment
Oh,
at
did-
worst, beer barrel at best.
Grunkle,
I
are you able to-
just want to say
I
I'm never
climb-
drinking
climb-
beer after that again.
I
I don't
climb
want to
off
know
of-
when lizard thing goes to toilet.
I climb off of the barrel, off of Grunkle's back. Grunkle, can you pull the rest of that out?
No.
There we go. That's it. We.
Are you pulling the
Well,
body
Grunkle
out of the
can
mud
have-
to put on the sleigh?
I wouldn't be
Grunkle-
strong enough to do. I don't think.
Grunkle could do that, yes, but Grunkle does not want to do that because one, body smell like old while arms smell like fresh. Something
Yeah.
wrong with green, and Grunkle not want any part of that.
you
Grunkle not
mean
have
the
any proper
arm-
bathhouse.
I
The
personally don't want you to
Ottoman-
go anywhere near that swamp.
The arm and the body smell different ages.
No.
Yes.
To correct, the body looks ancient. But the
said
smell is
the-
fresh dead.
Yeah, you said the arm smells like it was freshly dead, and the body smells like it's been decayed for a long time.
No, the body looks like it's been decayed for a long time. Very ancient looking, but you can tell from the smell that it's freshly dead.
Oh,
Body and
okay.
arm in unison.
Oh, Grunkle, very confusing. This is putrefaction swamp. No, nope, don't even. Grunkle's gonna wipe his hands in the mud away from this. Like Grunkle, not even like the grabbed arm. Grunkle wiping hands in grass. Nope, Grunkle, nope, not touching body.
What are you talking about, Grunkle?
Grunkle talking about sailor rot, which Grunkle never experienced or ever see, but no story of. Sailor rot, they fall apart. They get this grossness, and they fall apart. Their limbs fall off, and they get gross and rotty. No,
I want
sir.
you to think about this from my perspective. Yes, we have thing that looks like dwarf and maybe dwarf. Don't you think dwarven strongholds will want to know about it?
We
Oh,
can come
Grunkle
back-
not think
We'll be
about
coming back
that.
down this
but-
road.
Yes.
No,
If it's
no.
there on
You
our way
think
back
it's
through,
really
we
going
can
to be here when we
grab it.
come back?
Oh, it's still here now.
Grunkle, know what you mean. Grunkle, know folklore. Yeah, Grunkle's
Fuck
gonna go and grab it and pull it onto the sled, despite his precautions against this.
You easily grab it, and the upper torso rips in it as you pull it out. And you see
But I
the
got
mud-
the like the head.
basically from belly button up is what you grab.
Minus an arm because it's still
yeah.
lying on the ground.
Yeah.
Good enough.
The mud kind of seeps over the top of the rest of the body, and it fades like
Good
nothing
enough.
was ever there.
Yeah. Grunkle put it on, wipe his hands on a tree. Gross.
You want to grab the arm as well?
Oh, gross.
Yeah, ew. Yeah,
Dead is bad, Dibs. Don't eat dead.
yeah, very bad.
Unless it's fresh.
Is that good enough, Torvekek?
It should be.
Sorry that we couldn't drag his whole entire body out.
I
Let's
wasn't
start going
really
as close as
looking
that.
for a whole body, just enough to identify it as whether it's a dwarf or not. But it is strange, really, really strange.
Okay.
Sorry, did you
Weird.
just use a
Used-
fortune point?
Yeah, he did.
Oh dear.
The body comes to life successfully. Now.
No, it's at this point Dibs. Is no longer next to you guys.
Fuck.
He was in the barrel. Where's he gone?
No, you
He's
dropped
Dibs-
down onto the ground a while ago.
He's Dibs
Oh.
crawler. He just teleports.
When you guys asked if they could use the barrel, you went, ew, gross, and jumped out onto the ground. And then he was standing out on the ground, spitting on the ground, mimicking Grunkle, and kind of backing Grunkle up. And then he stopped, looked around, and darted off into a bush.
Yeah, that's fine.
Kind of worry about him, but I think he can survive by himself for a bit.
Grunkle not sure he can survive, but he'll find us soon, because he know that.
We just need to move on. But I am more worried about what he's running from if he's not here.
Dibs, we're gonna keep going to the crossroads. Anyway, you probably heard that. Let's go.
What are you
Alright.
all hollering about? You hear a
Son of a
call from
bitch.
up near up the road where the crossroads are. You see an assortment of armored men standing
Oh,
there,
fuck.
kind of
Gonna
weapons.
stand behind Grunkle.
Weapons kind of at the ready. They're kind of leaning on him, looking at you guys down the path. And you see one of them has a axe over his shoulder and is looking. And he goes, "What are you lot hollering about?"
Can I get a
quickly
can I get a
duck
better
behind
number than an
Grunkle.
assortment?
And that's where we're gonna wrap up this episode of King's Crossing, episode 16, I believe, in total. Episode 16. So that's it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We're gonna leave our characters off there on the east road out of Arwin's Rest towards the mountain, approaching the crossroads. Actually, at the entrance to the crossroads here, but they're stumbling upon all kinds of fun stuff. That's it from us. My name's Wrath. Thank you for watching the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You can catch all these on YouTube, the full series. I apologize for the mic issues. I did take away those commands, those hotkeys, so hopefully I won't be muting myself anymore. But hopefully we caught it every time I muted myself and I was able to reiterate what had happened. So again, I apologize. Hopefully it won't happen in the future. Real quick shout out to the players, Mr. Pickles, Fred, and Shifty. Go check out Shifty Games over on Twitch and YouTube. Check out Mr. Pickles' podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts called And I Took That Personally. And go check out our Discord and link up with Fred as we get back into some Milsim projects. He's got one currently going on with his group. You can contact him about over there on the Discord. That's all I got for you guys. You guys got any last words, thoughts?
No.
I love you.
Adios.
Sweet. You guys can catch Under the Table on Monday live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, whatever that is for wherever you are, where we do a post-game session. We all come together. Both groups will come together and talk about their sessions. And it's an open kind of table where we can do a full Q&A. You guys can ask us questions. They can ask each other questions. They can ask me questions. I can ask them questions. And we can talk about whatever. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a great night, and we'll see you all in the next one. Later!
Bye.